Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, the High Guy Jacobs, and today we've got another episode of Schools in Session for you, featuring the one and only Liz21596. Coming out of region 293. No, she's not in 293. What region are you in right now, Liz?
165.
165, and she has joined us in 293 for the upcoming district showdown, the Monopoly event that we got going on. So it's going to be a lot of fun there. And actually through that event is kind of where we got contacted. She reached out to me and wanted a little bit of help. So we're going to go through and do a Schools in Session with you. See if we can't give you a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance, because I mean, at 115 million at a 183 ID number, you're doing pretty well. And I can see obviously you're focused pretty well. So let's just talk a little bit about your account, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me first and foremost, what's your goal? Like, are you, what kind of main are you? I assume you're looking at infantry, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I am infantry main.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get, my main goal is to have 5 infantry squads on the field at once. To be
Sure.
able to have 5, yeah, that's my main goal.
Sure. Okay, I can appreciate that. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How many do you fight with now?
I've been fighting with 2, but I've been told several times I need to drop that down to 1 because I'm losing too many troops.
Okay.
And my second squad is it's really weak. Like, I think it's like 1.5. It's not very strong. So
Sure.
I think I'm losing way too many troops there, and I am going to just go down to 1.
Good. Okay, so you're already on the right mentality there. Let's take a look at your squads. Click on the squads for me. Okay, so we just unlocked tier 6.
Yes.
Got 600,000 of those bad boys, 700,000 of them, 650,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. Obviously, we need more of those.
Yes, I have 1.2 million during the 2 Genesis ago, and I have just been fighting really hard in this new alliance that I'm in because I'm one of the stronger players. So, and I didn't realize, I just found out that I lose so many troops while I'm garrisoning or rallying.
Sure.
And yeah, I didn't know that. I thought they went to the hospital. So yeah,
no, rallies and garrisons. Yeah, rallies and garrisons, you lose troop automatically. But yeah. I'll give you a main heads up, especially if you're the leader. Like, are you leading the rallies and garrisons, or are you more just filling the rallies and garrisons?
I'm leading the rallies. Somebody else does the garrisons, but I just fill garrisons.
Okay.
But I'll lead rallies.
So when you're leading rallies, if you want to lead your rally march with only about 400 to 1,000 troops, you won't lose. Yeah, you won't lose as many, but they'll all still benefit from having you as the lead. So you rely a little bit more on your alliance that way. But
will my rally be as strong?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're just basing it on the troops. Yeah, you're just basing it on the troops. As long as your troop march is full, that's all that matters. And in reality, it's almost beneficial to run less troops anyways, because of how the mechanics work inside of a rally, how the calculations work. Mm-hmm. It values or takes into account how many troops are left in the rally. But in the same breath, it's like it's always countering what's in the garrison as well, and with refills and things like that. So if you have a march that sends 300,000 troops in, and you get that down to 600,000 or 60,000 troops in there, well, there's 200,000 troops that can't be refilled because they're taken up by the march. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if you send less to lead with, there's more room for them to refill as your troops die.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
And they're being supported by your troops anyways.
So if I had, let's say I just send a 200K rally and I'm down to 40K, they can't fill that 160K spot? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So this is why refilling and filling is so important. Understanding how that works. So starting a rally with 1,000 troops, for example, means that there's more of that value of the rally for them to be able to refill back into.
Okay. Good to know.
And you'll lose less troops in the benefit too.
Yes, that's something I've got to do.
Yep. I do the same thing. Trust me, I went through the same thing. I had over 2 million infantry troops, and now I'm down to 1,000,001. So I feel you. But
it's painful.
Yeah, but one of the biggest things is obviously learning to fight smart in the field. And then number 2, learning to, fit the roles that you need to. So if you're doing rallies, or if you're doing garrisons, and if you're doing rallies, let's make sure that we're focusing on your rallies and garrison sets.
Okay.
The hardest thing for most people to do is to take a step back. Most people want to do everything.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one
I
thing.
get that.
You can try to do everything. It's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
It's the most expensive
way
to play. Yeah. It's the most expensive way to play the game. You unless you have literally hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting in your bank burning a hole in your pocket, it's not worth it.
See, when I was at the other alliance that I came from, I was mainly a field fodder.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to earn personal points. I was in such a big alliance that it was not beneficial for me to be a rally person or a garrison person. So why would I focus on those things? Well, when I came to the alliance that I'm in now, like less than 2 months ago, that completely shifted, because now I am one of the stronger players. And to be able to lead, I have to be able to run the rally. So now I'm trying to like transfer over from a field fodder to a rally leader. And I don't have the beast. I don't have the beasts that do that. I mean, I have them, but they're crap.
Sure. So
it's a big difference, a big step in a different field,
Yeah, and I mean it's good that you kind of came when you did, because, like I said, at the might level that you are, there's lots of potential for you still. And you're young enough in your gaming, age, if you will, that hyper focusing where you have allows you a lot of potential. The tough part is you've decided to main one of the hardest mains out there. Infantry is arguably one of the hardest ones to do.
I was told in the beginning it was the easiest. If you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, go with infantry. If you want to spend a whole lot of money, go with range. If you want to be in the middle, go with rider. That's what I was like drilled into my head in one of the alliances I was in. So that's what I did.
That's how it's been that's how it was for a long time. But they've moved away from that by doing a lot of the changes they have in, like, a lot of hero changes, for example. They've done it a lot. And kind of just moved away from that, especially since they gave the ability for you to choose your heroes in Top Commander. Previously, Top Commander was entirely based on your region, and the heroes were locked, so you didn't have a choice on what you had. You had to just wait for them to come by.
Yeah, see, I remember that, but I was like so small that I was never going to rank high in TC, so... Mm-hmm. I was here before the transfer over, but I knew I wasn't going to do good, so I just didn't even try.
So as soon as that change happened, where we were able to start selecting our heroes, it kind of balanced things out, so it wasn't nearly as heavy that sense. And infantry is just it was the easiest one to get into because you had the most option in heroes for free. So it was effectively the cheapest, because Raigaro you could get from the police station for free. Tom you can get for free. Both of them were good at the time still. Had play, right? Raigaro has had play even just recently, right? With Raigaro Riven. Mm-hmm. So there's been lots of that kind of, they just had more access. But since the heroes have now been your choice, that's really not the case. And arguably the reason why infantry is hurt the hardest is just because we don't have the same flex. Like, ranged hits really hard. Riders,
very hard.
Right, ranged hits very hard. Riders are very fast. And infantry kind of just tanks damage and debuffs. That's our whole gig. To tank and debuff. Right? We're there to mitigate damage, to prevent damage, and debuff the enemies. So we're not there to do damage. We're not there. So it's a harder game for us because our numbers aren't going to be as good. Right? Typically, it's going to take more of us to get points and things like that, more of our troops and stuff like that to get points and to get kills, because we're not doing the damage the other two are. We're mitigating and defending.
Right.
However,
we're taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, and so our trades are typically not going to be as good. However, we're not dealing as much damage and taking as much to the hospital because of our mitigation. So we're not having to heal as much by comparison, so it's cheaper in that sense, right? Typically range, because you're dealing more damage, more troops go to the hospital, you're healing more, it's more expensive resources and speed ups and things like that too, right?
Yeah, I don't know since I don't really play with those.
Yeah, so
I didn't know.
Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't know that. Like, I don't even, like, I don't have my mind on any of those. Like, I don't pay attention to those heroes at all. Maybe I should. It's probably a downfall on my end because I don't know the damage that they give. I don't know anything about the ranged or rider sets. Like, my focus is all infantry.
Sure. And don't feel bad because in the same, if I look at my account, those alien heroes that I have anyways are infantry. I don't even have Elena, I don't even think. Like, I don't even think I own her.
I do, but they're crap.
To be honest.
I do, but they're like 10 and 1 stars.
And that's totally fine because at the end of the day, I look at it and say the only thing my ranged and riders do are fill rallies and garrisons. That's it. And in those situations, I don't have to rely on my own heroes. I'm relying on their heroes.
Yes.
Right? So that's the mentality to have. And once we understand that, well, we can start to move into things. So now that you have tier 6 and we have a certain amount, we know that obviously our biggest thing is we have to train more of those tier 6. Right? So we're going to train up those tier 6 as much as you want. You want to have about 1 million of your main, especially if you want to run 5 in the field, because 5 in the field, especially with buffs, you need almost 2 million troops. Right? Because you have the...
I'm gonna dream about that from like a year from now, maybe. Let's hope I can get it from a year from now.
Well, as long as you're doing things like hive minds every day, as long as you're doing zombies every day, you can earn speed ups pretty quickly, and you can get hundreds of thousands of troops pretty quickly. Like,
yeah, I don't do hives at all anymore since I don't need the victory badges. Like, I don't even join the rallies.
Yeah, I thought so too until I started looking at the rest that comes with it, the gems, the resources, and everything else. They're still pretty valuable, especially killing zombies, as you know, during zombie events, during archipelago raid, things like that, where you're getting extra rewards for killing zombies.
Yeah,
totally understandable to do it then. And I'm not out here saying run 500 hive minds a day, but even joining 5 in a day is massively influential in regards to your overall savings.
Okay, I'll start. Like, where I get the monthly pass, like, I have those 10 battlefield things.
Yeah,
so
just set it up. Just set it up when you're gone.
I just really didn't think that it was that it was worth it, but I will from now on.
Well, let's go look at a hive mind. Just click on a hive mind for me. So look at what we're talking about. It's not just your victory badges. You're talking honing chances. You're talking gems, beast experience, hero experience. And these are with 7s. Look at 6s. You have other ones. Look at 5s. There's different rewards. I think 6s have different rewards. 7s have the beast ones. But if you go to Hive Mind 6, they have different rewards. Or maybe it's Hive Mind 5s. But either way, you're looking at hones. Yeah, right there. So you're looking at hones, fragments, searches.
Fabric
If you don't have fabric yet. So there's tons of value to having those hive minds. Right? Outside of the victory badges. So still running them. And then look at the zombies, right? Look at a level 30 zombie. Or level 30 zombie. Because I believe it's the 30s to 40s that have different ones. Yeah, the 30s to 40s have different. So search for a 30.
I do quite a bit. The zombies, I'm usually out on the field doing those quite a bit.
Good.
When I have stamina, like for whatever reason, I can't keep it during all these events.
That's right. They don't necessarily give a lot. No. But even here, like, you're looking at gems, you're looking at speed ups, right? You're looking at resources. These are things that are like massively. I'll sit and all of a sudden wake up to 20,000 resource containers in my inventory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all that stuff is fairly important, even if you're just running a couple a day.
Okay.
Other than that, let's. So we've looked at your troops. We have an idea. Obviously, you know my opinions on cars. You're doing pretty well, but I think you want to get all your tier 1s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, so build up your tier 1s and get rid of your tier 5s.
Yes.
You know how to just delete troops, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Perfect. So you're already a step ahead.
I didn't for a long time. Then I watched a YouTube video. But now I know.
Yeah, now we all know. It's good. Okay, so let's set up some marches and then we'll do some armaments. Because if we know that if we kind of have an idea on what we're looking at, we want to set up, like you said you're doing rallies and stuff, right?
Yes.
So then we're going to want to set up kind of like your best lines and like some farming lines and stuff like that. So let's set up some farming lines, shall we?
Okay, so just like send troops to the nodes.
No. How do you know? Just how about you run me through how you normally farm? How do you normally farm?
Just like that.
Okay, return that squad. Okay. So here's I'm gonna give a little breakdown to you, because and then you can kind of tell me how you want to do this. That's a fine way to farm, but the game is gonna pick your top 2 heroes for that march, for that gather, without thinking about the next marches that you want to do. So if you want to send out 5 marches to gather, for example, your first one will farm in an hour and a half. Your last one will farm in 2.5 hours.
Right.
So
yeah. That is definitely the case.
Right. So now you have to log in at an hour and a half to resend one, log in an hour and 40 minutes to resend the other, an hour and 50 minutes to resend the other, 2 hours and 20 minutes to resend the next. So it's kind of really ridiculous, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be nice if all those 5 marches kind of came back around the same time?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give you the best setup for marches for farming, which will allow you and give you kind of the idea on what you need for cars and stuff like that. So first things first, find me a level 7 food node. A brand new level 7 food node.
There we go.
Okay, so click gather. Create squad. And the squad that we're going to pick is, you're going to start with Sarah Vandermeer. And then you're going to go with Chris, who's got the blonde hair, and she's the blue hero. Yeah. Now, the reason why we have this pairing together is because Sarah Vandermeer specializes in farming food and oil. And Chris provides a gathering bonus to everything. So we already have someone who does oil better than Sarah. Maxine does oil better than Sarah. So we're going to put Sarah where she does second best, which is food.
Okay.
So we're going to save this march. Click the little save button on the bottom right. And you're going to save this as your level 1, as your number 1 green march.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be changing a lot of these, so don't feel bad.
Okay.
Okay.
I know they're awful. I don't do this very often. I should. I just always pick my troops. Like 1 and 2 on the gold side, that's like all I really use.
Yeah.
1 to like be able to get past the riders, because this squad right here, number 1, is usually a lot faster than a lot of the riders that I come in contact with. So I use that for speed, and 2 for damage, you know?
Yeah, no. It's good pairing either way you look at it. So let's send this march out. Now find me a level 7 wood node.
Okay. Okay. Oh, nope. Okay.
Okay, let's gather on there. Let's go quick. And that's the one that we want to save right there.
Okay.
So save that march as your number 2 green.
I keep putting them on blue.
So I put them on green just because to me, farming on green makes sense, right? You're growing green makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
So that I just put my farmers on green. You can put them on blue if you want. You can put them on black if you want. I don't care.
It's fine.
Okay, so send that march out, because both of those guys do wood very well. Now find me that level 7 steel that's right there.
So this is one thing I don't farm for ever.
Sure.
Ever.
But we still want to set up the steel march, because not only are you going to use it, but it's still the better march even if it's farming other stuff.
Okay.
So let's set this march up, and let's set it up. Instead of Maxine, I want you to put the back alley doctor. No, sorry, not the back alley doctor. Michelle. That's not Michelle. What's her name? The girl. Yeah, Angela. That's the one. Angela.
This one?
Yeah. And save that one as your number 3 steel, number 3 green. And then send that out as well. And then I'll show you a trick to be able to use these marches to march on larger nodes. Find me a level 7 oil. Perfect. Gather that one and save that one as your number 4. Send that out.
Okay.
Now, lastly, this will send you up so you've got 1 march on every troop type or 1 march on every resource type. But we still want to save 1 march that can farm anything, right?
Yes.
So click on that level 7 food node. Let's gather that one and let's use and save that one as that march as your number 5 green.
This exact one?
Yep, Andrew Morrison in the back alley doctor. And then send that one out. Now, what this is going to do is going to give you the most balanced between these marches. And once they're out, I'll show you what their return time is on all of them without having any armaments or anything like that, because we've already taken armaments off of all of our gatherers and stuff.
Yes.
So we'll put armaments back on them. But I just want to show you, what this return time is on all 5 equally. Like once you have them all together, they're typically about 10 minutes apart from each other, except for the last march. The 5th march is a little bit slower, but even it's not bad. And then once you include armaments for it, it increases it pretty drastically.
Oh, I did have a bunch of armaments to go on them. Those little boxes. I don't know what they're called. The little device box.
High performance motors.
I had like 12, 15 of those.
Yep.
And I realized that it was, and I had them on like my strong heroes that I took out on the field. So I realized that the main thing was like gathering. So I went through and deleted all those too. I didn't think about. I just think whenever it comes to my mind that, oh well, this ain't working for this, I'm just gonna delete it instead of actually using my brain, being like, oh well, it's a farming armor. Why don't I put it on my farmers?
Well, here's the thing. We need to be smart about this, and so far, getting rid of things isn't necessarily an unsmart thing, because the game takes into account the things that we have in our bag that we're not using. So your battle rating, for example, includes all the armaments that you have in your bag that are not equipped. Mm-hmm. So the more that you're just holding on to, the more that you're making your battle rating bad. Now, does that mean that we get rid of everything? No, we typically want to keep the superbs, for example, because those are good to hold on to. Right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that getting rid of isn't necessarily a big deal. Okay, so now that we have all 5 marches sent out, on the right-hand side, I want you to take a look at, there's a little up-down button. Press that up-down button. Okay, so now you have a total draw. So your first one comes back in 2 hours and 3 minutes. Your fastest one comes back in a minute or an hour and 50 minutes. Look at that, an hour and 49 minutes. So all of them now are coming back within a 6-minute window from 149 to 156, and then your 5th one is a little bit off. So it's a 10-minute window. My bad.
Yeah, it's not. It's a lot better than what it was. That's for sure.
But it's and the only one that's a little bit off is your last one, which I'll talk about equipments for, which you'll be able to increase the speed on. Right now, I'm cleaning out a level 7 node in about an hour and 20 minutes with armaments and stuff like that, and that's without even talking about equipments.
Nice.
Right. So and this way that now when you're farming, you're going to be farming everything a little bit more efficiently, right? And even if we send that steel one that you said you don't farm steel for, you'd rather use it to farm food or wood. I'm an infantry main, I get it. You can send him out and they still get a decent balance, the two of them together, to still make your farming more efficient, that sense.
Right.
Okay.
Now, for a while, I was still doing the steel because I've got ranged and I've got rider people in my alliance. So we do a trade-off usually.
Sure.
But I get so much of it in my bag, I don't need to farm it really.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily farm it either. I've got 1 billion in my bag, or in my, like, not even in my bag, but like I'm holding on to 1 billion right now that I'll never use.
Yeah.
But
Trade
I still
that.
have. Well, that's the thing. I've been trading it for wood. I've been trading it for food and things like that. But I still have my steel line because every once in a while, like you still want to farm a little bit of steel every day for rewards. Because there's some rewards that you get for doing steel every day, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. You got some of the basic rewards. You get some extra speed ups and some extra things for farming. Like I think it's like 1.2 million steel in the day.
Oh, okay.
So there's lots
See,
of
that's
these.
one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's one thing that I really don't pay attention to is like when it's little, to me, insufficient rewards. I just don't pay attention to it. Maybe it's irrelevant to me because it's not that much.
Yeah.
And that's probably a bad thing that I do because I don't pay attention to those things.
So I used to think the same way until I realized that IGG's business model is to only give away shit. Like, they fight so hard to give away shit that we really need to fight for as much of the free shit as we can get. Even if what you're getting is just a couple of hones, or even if what you're getting is just a couple of speed ups, like, everything matters. When we're talking tens of thousands that you're saving up, days and days of speed ups, every 30 seconds counts, every minute counts, every little bit of gems counts, right?
Yeah.
So even if they're insignificant, for the most part, a lot of the rewards are worth the headache, right?
Right.
There's don't get me wrong, there's a lot that aren't. There's a lot of the spending events that are like bad to spend on, but like a lot of the free events, like if you go right now to the Thriller Park, go to your Thriller Park for me for a sample, and go to the Puppet Horror. Do you get the?
Yeah, it's not done.
Do you unlock them though? Okay, you do unlock them though.
Yes.
So here, I did the same thing. So here is a perfect example of a great value. The 7,000 gems you get back, so that entire avenue is free, and the $9.99 provides you with enough of those ghost coupons to get 2 more armament fragments, superb armament fragments, and superb armament fragments are typically $5 a piece.
Yeah.
Right. So
very expensive.
Right. So if you can get 2 of them, plus all the spins, plus everything, like, you see what I'm saying? Plus the skin that comes with it, plus everything. It's a good value.
Yes, very good value. I mean, anytime an event like this comes out, I try my best. I mean, I don't try my best. I do get all 3 of them because I know that it's worth it. I know that all the training. There's so many rewards you get for $10. I mean, and the 700 gems, which you get back.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I mean, to me, it's always been real worth it.
Yeah, exactly. And there's lots of events like that. If you back out right now and go to the Biohazard Frenzy, I'll give you another prime example. The Biohazard Frenzy. No, go to the Biohazard Frenzy. It's the event that we're doing right now where you put a beast in every spot. Yeah. And you go to the development. Yeah, click on the development tab on the right.
I did.
Oh, it was lagging, sorry.
It's okay.
Go to the selective research, which starts in a day. Oh, you might not be able to go to it because it won't awaken. But when this opens up, there's another 6,000 gems that you spend for 10 spins at the selective research.
Oh. Okay.
And you can get 10 spins for those special dice or for those special chips for 6,000 gems, and you can save up those spins. So you do that for 3 weeks or 3 instances.
Event.
And then you save up, so you have 30 times, and you can use those 30 times to get more legendary chipset boxes.
Okay.
So it's another cheap way to get legendary chipset boxes, right?
Okay.
Just like, I mean, there's lots of these avenues where you can buy, like the hammer event, for example, right? You can save those hammers, right? And then I save them up till I have like 80 or 90 of them before I try to go through just to get the first 4 levels, the first 4 stages, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I do. Like I can show you what I do work on with that. That's what I've been working on right there. And I save it for like 2 rounds, and I try to get it to, like you said, around 80 to 100 hammers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nice. The Optic Hammer, that's a good one. I'm a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now that we have those 5 marches out in farming and we can see that they're all good, I want you to recall them so we can do armaments. Yes, I know this means you have to leave some nodes, and I apologize.
Okay.
Oh, did you know that did you know that you can recall through that little up-down menu as well, instead of going through and recalling all the hard way? By every march, they'll have a little recall button.
Let me see.
Yeah. And this actually allows you to recall from rallies as well.
Oh, okay.
So if you're in a rally, instead of and having to recall and resend from a rally, instead of having to go to the rally menu, finding your things and clicking the recall button from there, you can just click this up-down button and recall your marches directly from the rally that way.
That's going to save me so much time.
Yep. Yeah. You just recall right from that up-down.
Actually, like trying to find your troops in a rally is like truly a pain, especially if people are sending them and taking them out. It's like moving up and down constantly. It's a pain.
100%.
I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah, so this way you can do it just through that up-down. I end up using that up-down a lot to recall instead of pretty much any other way to recall.
Okay.
Okay, so while those are coming back, we can talk about infantry. We can talk about gathering armaments after. Let's start talking about your hero marches. So let's look at your top heroes that you want to fight with. Now, you've told me you normally fight with 2, but you might be looking at 1. So
so the 2 that I usually go with are... Oh, well, I can't do it yet. Well, the 2 that I go with are usually Bodola and Miyamoto.
Okay.
That's my first main set. And then my second one, which I know this isn't too smart because Aline, I don't have awakened yet. But I feel like she does more damage than a Dut. I have a Dut awakened. But I usually put Aline in the beginning and a Dut behind her. Mm-hmm. I've got a few other heroes like Thunder, but gosh, he's so awful now. He's like not even... I wish I wouldn't have even messed with him, but he's awful. But those are the 2 that I use currently.
Okay, so let's go to your heroes. And let's look at arming our top heroes that we want to mess around with. So we want to mess around with Bodala, so let's equip him. And you want to lead your next march, you said, with Eileen?
Yes, that's who I've been using.
Okay, that's fine. Eileen's good. I like Eileen. And just because she's not awakened isn't a problem.
Oh, wait a second. I got to see something. Okay. Those 2 are loaded.
Okay, so here's my question. Your first guy, your main big bad boy here. This is the main guy you fight with, right? Mm-hmm. What's his might level?
3.4.
Okay. The average player currently is fighting with a set at about 3 to 3.5 million. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're sitting right around the average. If you go into battle with an armament set less than 3 to 3.5 million, you're automatically setting yourself at a disadvantage. So go to your Adut, for example, or your Eileen, sorry.
Yeah, it's bad.
So this means we're not putting her in the field to lead anything.
Okay. We're going to quit that right now.
You're one-manning it. You are one-marching it. Okay? Now this
we need
also...
to save troops.
Sorry, what?
I said we need to save the troops. Save the troops.
Yeah, that's right. You're one-manning. Now, what this does mean is that you have to be aware on what you're doing with that one march. Okay? Because we still want to plan, like you said, you still want to plan to have a second march and use one. But again, we want to be smart about this. So let's go back to our Eileen. Let's go to her armaments. And let's take everything off.
Oh, I think I'm sorry. Aline is a little tiny bit stronger. I forgot to put this vest on her.
That doesn't matter. Take off everything except the vest. I want you to take off all the purples. And then equip the vest. Now, you're going to ask, well, why are we equipping the vest? The game is going to count your vest in your bag against your battle rating anyways. So this is just going to prevent us from dismantling it later. If it's equipped, it's much harder to dismantle. You have to unequip it first. So there's no accidents.
Okay.
And this gives us kind of an idea on what parts we want to work on for our next sets.
Okay.
But here's the thing. If you look at every other armament, go to your helmets, for example. Put on one of the legendary helmets. Doesn't matter which one. You're just going to equip her with legendary gear. Go to her gun. Put on a legendary gun. Preferably the Superb if you can.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Superb is always going to be better. It's got 3 stats on it out the gate versus the other one.
Yeah, my attributes are just so awful on them because I don't hone them right now. Because
remember,
not even at 1 star.
let me ask you a question. Are we fighting with her?
We was, but no more.
Right.
That's over.
So all we're doing is placing these as a placeholder to give us an idea on what we're working on. Let's go to her pants. Don't equip pants. Go to her backpack. Put on the Superb. Okay. Now let's go to, let's think a little bit about the future. No devices. We're not fighting with her. We don't care about devices. We've got our devices on Bodala. That's all that really matters. Actually, equip the mask and the plasma blade. Because we'll get those and make sure that we have those out as well. So this is effectively the next set that you want to start working on before you start to bring something in the field. You need to get her some pants, and you need to start working on her devices or her armaments so that you get her above to that 3 million mark. Once she's at about 3 million, I'm comfortable in saying that that's kind of where you should be looking to bring them out in the field. But until then, you're just holding these as placekeepers, okay? However, we want to keep some places for other marches because you want to plan to do 5 marches, correct?
Yeah, that's my goal.
Okay, so let's then look at another infantry hero. I don't care which one. Maybe it's a Dut, maybe it's Thunder. It doesn't really matter. Who else do you lead with in your bounty ground or in your not bounty ground in arena?
So, do you want to go look at it?
Sure. Let's just see what you have for your arena. Okay, so you lead with Bodala, Adut, Eileen, Bella, and Nora. Okay, so now I have an idea. You've got 3 infantry that we're setting up. You still have your Bella, you still have your Nora. Okay, that's fine. So let's go back and let's look at Adut, because we've got equipment on Eileen and we've got equipment on Bodala. Let's go put equipment on Adut. And only equip legendary equipment. Perfect. So here's the thing, and here's what I want you to start thinking about. Can you find me, like go to the backpack for example. I think you have a level, like a high enough backpack to get a good defense. No. In the armaments, not your backpack. Sorry, my mistake. The backpack armament.
Okay, on a Dut?
Yeah, just click on the backpacks. So if you look at the 5-star backpack that you have there, the 5-star purple.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at that for a second. So this is a max 5-star, and it's only bringing you 176,000 might.
Yeah.
Go up 1 spot to the 1-star legendary that you are, the 1-star superb that you have. You change those hones, your back armor is better than your full legendary or your full 5-star elite. Okay?
Yeah.
So here's what I want you to think about. Legendaries and superbs are for fighting. Elites are for farming. Okay? We don't fight with purples because they are super underpowered. They do not provide anything for us. They are bringing us down. Okay? So we only equip purple or golds onto ours to fight with. Now you can say, oh, but Chris, we're missing out on a little bit of the stuff that we would have in our pants. You're right, you are. But this should light the fire to get the fragments that you need to at least slot a 1-star armament in that slot. Do you see what I'm saying?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, so let's get that in mind because the problem is we are going to lose a little bit, and we kind of balance out a little bit in the arena area and things like that, because you do have to still, even as an infantry main, if you don't have 5 marches, like you can still run 5 marches in the arena, which I still do. I run 10 infantry heroes and all infantry troops because I'm an infantry main, so I don't run riders anywhere. But unless you have armaments for it, you are kind of losing out a little bit. But when I look at your equipment, you're losing out on it anyways. So I'm kind of just like, you might be better off running them without the equipment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that afterwards as well. But anyways, this is going to cover the next 3 marches that you have to think about. 1 that you're fighting with and 2 that you're actively working on.
Okay.
Okay. However, we still want to keep ranged and riders because, of course, we still want to work on those sets. So let's go to your top ranged leader. And if you pick Nora, I'm going to hang up.
Oh, please don't. Okay, I can pick another one, but it's Nora.
I don't think it's Nora. Scroll down to any other ranged hero, and you'll have a better hero than Nora. Perfect. Better than Nora. And you think I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. Nora is so bad.
I know she's awful.
You're level 50. Yes. Yep. It's easy to do.
I already had her at maxed out when she was elite. So it was like, oh, I don't have to do anything anymore. I have a ranged hero.
Yeah. But you know what the worst part is? And this is something I'm going to break your heart with.
Okay.
IGG will only willingly give you free shit
if it's shit.
If it sucks.
Yeah, no.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's understand that Julia is better than Nora any day of the week. So let's look at Julia's armaments.
Oh, let's go.
And we're just going to go one at a time. And only equip if you have a superb.
So I know that I'm not going to.
Okay.
Because I only have one set of ranged, and they're crap. And I only have one set. And it's not legendary. It's, you see, like, none of it. A boot.
Okay.
Like, I deleted all of this recently. Like, I'm going to say 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah, I have absolutely none.
Okay, perfect. That makes this very easy. I assume you did the same thing for riders?
Yes. Now, I think I do have 1 or 2 rider golds, but no superb.
Okay, that's going to make this super easy then, because we only give a shit about the superbs. And I'll tell you why. Okay?
Okay.
It takes a hell of a long time to get one focus done. Okay?
Yes.
So you're not going to be leaning on your riders or your range for a hell of a long time. And by that time, just from the fragments that you'll draw, you should have at least 2, level 2-star superbs on your ranged and riders. And level 2 to level 3 stars on your superbs are better than your legendary sets. 5 stars. Okay? Mm-hmm. Or at least close. It might not be better, but they're pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
I had a crap ton of them, and I just deleted them all.
That's fine. That's just going to give you a lot of focus for getting the actual fragments that you want.
Right.
But however, what we also need to do, because we've got 3 infantry marches that we have your rider and range ones already set up for your superbs, which you don't have any, which is fine. We need to go to your leader. Let's go to your leader hero. Pick your favorite leader hero. Whether that's Claude.
I don't think I have one.
You have Bianca.
I really don't think I have one.
You got Bianca.
Or, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's it. That would be it then.
Yeah, go to Bianca. Do you have any superbs for leaders?
No.
Perfect. This is going to make things super, super easy. Once we have those all done, what we've effectively done is we've saved all the superbs, all of the legendaries for the sets that we're working on, and equipped the main lines that we're going to deal with. Okay? Everything that's not equipped outside of the equipment ones we're going to equip just now on farming is extra weight that we can actually get rid of. So let's look at equipping our farmers, and then we can go from there. So, do you remember who the first farming hero is? The one who does food?
Sarah.
Ha ha ha! Perfect. Go to Sarah. Now, we're going to go through this individually. Let's go first to the device. Every gathering hero wants a device. They want a high performance motor. So I want you to put one of these on every single gathering hero that you have.
Okay, so what if so I have 2 this one right here will be maxed out if I do this.
Mm-hmm.
Should I go ahead and do that?
No.
Or should I put these 1-star, these no stars on the other gathering heroes?
Have you put Hones into the one that you have on Sarah right now?
No. Maybe No, it doesn't look like it. If I did, it was only a few to get some gathering speeds.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to suggest that you do.
Okay.
And it's a whole idea that'll help you out, I think, drastically. Unequip this.
Okay. Okay.
And then go to your backpack. Like your actual backpack.
Okay.
Click on your armaments and go down to your 5-star unequipped device. Right there. No, at the top. The top ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Unequip or unlock that at the top right corner. And click the reset button. So here's what's going to happen.
Oh.
Or just do that.
Okay.
That's good. So now what you've done is you've broken that 1 5-star down into 10 individual ones again.
Okay.
So now you can put 1 on every hero and level each one up evenly.
Okay, so I need to do it with this one as well then.
Do it to the other one. Yeah, you might as well. So unlock and reset. And now you have all of these extra ones. So now you can put 1 on every leader and then upgrade them to have, 5 level 2s versus 2 level 5s.
So I don't remember the second one's
We got to equip her anyways. We still have to talk about equipments for
right.
her. So let's go here and let's give her one of your devices. Let's go first and see through them and see if you have any that have a food buff on them. You got a wood gathering, so we'll put that one on your wood leader.
There we go.
You got a food right there. Perfect. Equip that one.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have to think about equipment and armaments. Now, we can put anything on these heroes and then hone them with gathering buffs, right? We can do that with any equipment.
Mm-hmm.
But there are specific armaments that provide gathering buffs. Go to your boots, for example.
Okay.
These farmer safety boots, you need the purples of.
Okay.
Now, we're not going to equip the greens. It's not worth it. The extra 1.9% isn't worth it.
Okay.
You want to get the purple boots.
Okay.
They do food. The shovel, which is in the gun spot. You don't have any guns. You don't have any shovels right now. But there's a shovel that's available here. It's a purple shovel.
Okay.
Provides overall gathering speed. So you want to put a shovel.
So it would be good on. It would be good on any hero.
On each gathering hero.
Gathering. Okay.
Right? So what we want to try to do is be very efficient with the armaments that we put on these heroes first, and then we can fill in the other armaments with the other gathering ones. So the food ones are on the boots, right? Boots do food. The gun does everything, so you put one of those on everybody. There is a pair of goggles that does steel in the helmet. You don't have any helmets, unfortunately, but there's a pair of goggles that does steel. There is a jacket. There is a jacket called the forward jacket, which provides squad load.
So I would bring back more than what the note actually has?
No, it means that you would have to send out less cars to collect the same resources.
Okay. Okay.
Right? So there's a couple things. You got squad load, which is how much your troops can carry each individually. You've got squad capacity, which is how much troops you can put in a march. You've got rally capacity, which is how many troops you can put in a rally. Okay?
Which really, from the earlier conversation, we really don't want to put a lot in a rally. If you're a lead, let me.
No, but you still like if I can increase the rally capacity to, instead of having 2 million troops, we can send 2.5 million troops. That's what the rally capacity is. The squad capacity is how many you send to it personally. Pardon me?
And that's on where? What armor? The jacket?
No. This is just, I'm just talking about some of the different, like you have squad load, squad capacity, and rally capacity. And people going to get them normally confused. So squad load is just what we're carrying, and that's available on the jacket. Okay? Now, the backpack as you'll notice, the strap case, which you actually have, provides squad load as well.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, I would also put one of these on every one of my gathering heroes too. It also provides wood gathering speed, so it's kind of a bonus. But because of the squad load, I like to stack squad load on everybody. But let's not put this here. Let's put this on our wood gatherer because we have a wood gathering hero. Okay.
So we're done with her.
Yes. So on every hero, they're typically going to get 3 or 4 armaments. Sarah is going to get a pair of boots, a shovel, a backpack, and a vest. Okay.
Got it.
Now let's go look at your wood. Do you remember who does wood?
No.
That's okay. This one I didn't mention. This one is Jeremy, the blue-hooded, blonde-haired, purple character.
With the robot?
Yeah, right
This
there.
one?
Nope. Below
This
him.
one.
That one. So this is Jeremy. He's your wood gatherer. So let's go to his armaments. Let's give him a device. Let's see if we have one for wood.
See, I do stuff too fast. I'm like, oh, put a device on it, and I don't pay attention to the like attributes.
Yeah, every attribute matters. Every little bit matters, right? Now,
And then we're going this one on
strap
him
case.
as well.
That's right. Put a strap case on him, and he's gonna get a strap case. He's gonna get a vest and then a shovel. So he only gets 3. Because he double stacks his wood, squad load with his wood gathering speed.
Mm-hmm.
So you just need to put a shovel on him and then a forward jacket.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go to your steel leader. Who is the other guy with a robot? The guy right above Jeremy. Alexander Sokolov.
Alexander. He's steel. Let's see if we have one. There we go.
Look at that. You've had one of each one so far. Now, he's going to get the goggles, which you don't have, a shovel, a backpack, and a vest.
Okay.
Okay? Super simple. Lastly, let's go to your oil leader, who is...
So bad, I don't know.
No, you should be able to get this one, because remember I said it was a toss-up between Sarah and...
This one.
No, Maxine.
This one?
Maxine.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I always use... I'm always using these ones because I feel like... I guess their talent, where I've got their talent tree kind of maxed out on gathering.
Sure.
I felt like they was like better, but I guess I was wrong.
Well,
so we're doing Maxine.
Look at Maxine, and let's look at Maxine's talents. So you have him stated for gathering too.
Yeah.
Right? Now go back out and let's read through her skills. This one doesn't
That's
matter.
irrelevant.
There we go. So food and oil by 36%. Increase squad load by 25%.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
is far stronger than the ones that you get from the other two.
Yes.
Okay. So let's look at equipping her. Let's put a device in her.
For oil. I don't think I saw one of those, but we will go through them and double check.
I saw a squad load, so you can put a squad load on her if you want.
Okay. Now I do have some that I haven't went through, so I would kind of actually like to see if I have any before I do that.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Which I don't.
Yeah, I think the oil was the only
Where
one I
is-
didn't see.
Where is that? There we go.
Now,
Okay, so
there is a special
looking
pair of... no, sorry. What was that?
are we looking at any of this? No, we aren't.
She's going to get a shovel and pants. There's a pair of pants called miner pants.
Mm-hmm.
And they provide oil gathering speed. So she'll get a pair of pants, a vest, and a backpack.
Okay.
Okay.
So these other attributes, let's say, because I'm really bad, I take seizures really bad.
Okay.
Sometimes I have, like, I don't remember some stuff. Like, truly, that's, like, you'll tell me something, and, like, I'll take some from it, but
Sure.
I won't get it all, you know. So like, let's say I am going through armor and I do get armor, but let's say we get helmets. If I look at those helmets and none of the attributes or none of the main things are for oil gathering, it's naughty. It shouldn't be relevant for this character.
Right. So let's go to your backpack for a second.
Okay.
And let's take a look at what fragments you have for your armaments. Do you have any armament fragment stuff? Or have you used all your fragment choice boxes?
I don't. I probably used them. I'm pretty. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty good with that.
That's okay. Let's scroll down. We'll look at you. We'll go to the filter.
Okay.
And let's filter elite. Let's filter the tag with the 3 boxes, the overall heroes. And let's just go through and look at what devices you have here. Right? These are fine. Let's scroll down. So we can talk about which ones are which, right? So you've got the backpack on, right? You've got the backpack on what's-his-face for your wood.
Yeah.
You see the shovel?
Yes. Oh.
Right? The universal shovel? Right. You see this gathering speed.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So if you craft either the pickaxe or the other axe, you can dismantle them right away. Because let me ask you, do you ever worry about killing zombies?
No, I mean, I've got that taken care of.
Okay.
Like, I don't have an issue killing them, if that's what you're asking.
Right. We don't have problems killing zombies. We don't need the extra experience killing zombies. It takes 600 plus zombies to level 1 hero, 1 level between level 50 and level 60. 600 plus zombies. So you're not going to be leveling heroes by doing zombies either. Now, you might look at the Sawtooth and say, oh, well, this one's giving us squad lethality and squad attack. That's good, right? You know what the problem is?
I mean, but it's not for like my infantry squad.
Yeah, but your infantry squad can't wear this, cannot equip this.
Oh, it can't. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Right? This has to go on an overall hero, which are your gatherers, which are your zombie hunters. So you're not going to be using them for anything.
Right.
Okay, so anytime
I don't think
we
can't get rid of those though, right? Like I can't get rid of those until I'm able to craft a full one.
Yeah, so all I'm saying is that once you craft them, you can get rid of those ones right off the bat. You don't have to worry about saving those up. Okay. Now, if you look through the goggles, there's 3 goggles here. The first one we can get rid of, right? Zombie kill experience. There's your steel goggles. Go to your other goggles, squad defense, we don't care about.
Okay.
So those we can get rid of as soon as we craft as well.
Awesome. Okay.
Look at the vests.
I think I've got it now.
Yeah, we can do all the same things. Look through the vests. There's your squad load.
This is the only one I want.
Yep. And you already know what the strap case looks like because we've already used that one. There's your wood squad. There's your wood. Your strap case is your wood.
These 2 are gone.
Yep, you can get rid of those 2.
That's the only one I want out of these.
Is the miner pants.
Okay, I think I've got it now. Like, I didn't really look at that stuff because, like I said, that it was kind of irrelevant to me. I didn't think about the extra hour on gathering. But I need to because I have no resources. Yeah,
it becomes the biggest struggle that you'll always have. Resources are, like, I run through 1 billion of each resource in an event pretty handedly, so farming is important.
Yeah, I went through like 600 million.
Yeah.
Built during Genesis. Yeah.
But you can see the boots there as well. You see the rubber boots, the purple rubber boots. Food gathering speed, so you know which ones are where.
Yes.
And then when you're honing on these chips, okay, once you have these armaments, the hones that you want to do is the specific speed, right? So if you're doing your food boots, you want to put food gathering speed, 2 nodes of food gathering speed, and then 1 node of travel speed and 1 node of squad load, or 2 nodes of travel speed or 2 nodes of squad load, whichever you'd prefer out of those 3.
Okay.
But 2 of the gathering hones, and then 1 travel speed, 1 load, or whatever you want for the other 2.
Right.
And you'll do that across all 3. Now, or I guess across all parts. Now, once you have those main core armaments set up on each farming hero, because you're going to use these heroes to farm everything, there's nothing stopping you from putting the steel gathering goggles on all of your leaders as well. Right? To give them a benefit when they're gathering steel.
Right.
So I would still put stealth goggles on my food gatherer, for example, so that when she does do steel, if I needed to do steel, she has buffs there as well.
Right. Because those other ones, I mean, this is the only goggle that can go on any of them, so...
No. All these ones that we're looking at can go on any of those heroes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, these two are crap.
Right, so we wouldn't use them
two,
for anything.
So I'm not going to use them.
Yeah.
So if I get like, let's say 10 of these, I could put them on any of my gathering heroes.
I would put them specifically on your steel one first, get your steel to a 5-star first, and then start filling out. Yep, 100%.
Okay, got it.
Yep. But there's one more that we have to do. We do have to talk about one more hero before we look back at your bag. So let's go look at your heroes, and let's look at the back alley doctor. Sorry, not the back alley doctor. Andrew Morrison. I get the back alley doctor and Andrew Morrison confused all the time. So he is the leader of your 5th and final gathering march. So when you need to put one on him, a device on him as well. And then he's going to want to have one of each.
Really...
No, you don't have anything else. You just put on whatever one you want.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
And then he's going to want to have one of each of everything.
Okay.
So put a goggles on him, put a shovel on him, put boots on him, put pants on him, put a vest, and put a backpack. Because he's going to be farming everything. You want to give him as much help as you can.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
Now, let's upgrade your... upgrade your devices.
My first squad. Are we trying to keep these? So are we trying to keep these like even out? Is that what you said?
What do you mean evened out?
So like I need to go to all of the gathering heroes again and like upgrade at once and then recycle through to get to.
Well,
does that make sense?
Yeah. So I mean,
upgrading one spot.
Yeah. So you want to kind of level them all up equally because you're going to be using them all equally. Like you're going to be using them all to farm. So, but we can also do a small calculation, right? So if you go here and manage for a second, just click manage. It's going to take 1 to go to level 1, 1 to go to level 2, and then 2 to go to level 3. So it takes 4 to go to level 3. How many extra ones do you have? Okay. That means that we can right now take 4 of them to level 3 or all 5 of them to level 2 plus 1.
I think I would rather do the 3 and then the 1.
Okay, so then do this up to level 3.
No. We'll do this one next because the rest of them are 2, right? Or
this guy will be 2, so you'll just do 2 here.
And on Maxine.
Take hers to level 3. Now go to your wood. Jeremy, my man. Yep.
We're just doing 2 on him?
No, take him to level 3. Because you still have the steel guy you have to go do. And you'll get the steel guy to level 2. And since we don't do steel as much, it's not a problem, right?
Right. I mean, like, I'd truly rather just leave this one alone and put more on him.
I mean, you can, but you'll, like I said, you'll benefit more because you're still going to use the steel guy. Like, even though you don't, like, you're not going to be farming steel with him, you're still going to be using him to farm other stuff.
Right.
And it's not specific to steel. He's just going to get a little extra bonus when he goes to steel right now.
Okay. So that is complete.
Okay, so now let's go to your bag. And let's look at your armaments. First off, you'll notice what we've done to your might. What's one thing we've done to your might?
Well, when we started on the conversation, it was 125.
Okay, so we've dropped your might by about 5 million. We've also dropped your battle rating, or at least we plan to drop your battle rating by a decent amount as well. What is your battle rating? I can't tell you exactly because we don't have Pompeii up right now, but it's one of the metrics that's used.
I know.
Sorry, what was that?
My battle rank. I know what my battle ranking is. It's like it goes from in between 200 to like 214.
Okay.
I try to keep it relatively low as I can.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna give you another way to I'll give you another way to drop some more.
Okay.
So let's go to your bag, check out your armaments. Now, every armament that is not equipped and every legendary that is not infantry can be dismantled.
Okay.
You have to unlock them first. I know it's so dumb. This is the dumbest part about this whole thing.
So let's do this. This is going to be so much easier. Oh, that's infantry.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Keep the infantry ones because the infantry ones we're always going to be working on, but you still have a helmet in the top right. Bike helmet right beside the gun that you were just on.
Oh, I see it. And we're getting rid of all these purples.
Mm-hmm. Every single one. Because here's the thing. Even your fully done up ones at max. Remember, your hone attributes are half as potent. So even if you have them done at the absolute max hones that you can get, they're not nearly as valuable as they are for legendaries. And look at how much stuff you're getting out of what we've put into them already.
Yeah.
Right? So not only are you going to have more options for the fragments that you need and the honing chips that you need, but this will set you up for the next honing challenge itself, which I hope you hone only during the honing challenges. Am I correct?
So let me. I sucked for a long time and never got any purple chips. I had a really, really hard time getting them for whatever reason. I think it's because I never sent out my trucks, like the 4 trucks that you can send out. I never sent those out. I never went and attacked trucks. And I know there's purple chips on there. So I never really got them. But now that I have got my infantry equipment, I think that's what it's called. My stuff is red on my main screen, my main home screen on my profile. All my infantry stuff is red. So now I'm not so worried about getting carbon steel and defense fabric from Arena of Doom. So my plan from now on in Arena of Doom is getting only purple chips. Now I do have quite a bit. Like I do have quite a few of them right now. I think I've got like 113, 118. I'm trying to get that number to 150 before I do the honing challenge.
You've got 128 right now in handle, and after this dismantle, you'll have an extra 116.
Ooh, I didn't even pay attention to the honing chips down there.
This is my point. All of this is extra stuff that not only are we sitting on, that we aren't using, it's raising our battle rating, raising our overall might capacity, and slowing us down. With all of this, we could be getting extra honing chips every single week, extra fragments every single week, and building up the actual armament sets that we need.
Right. See, I done that one time. This has been probably about 4 or 5 months ago that when I deleted everything, and when I done that, I noticed that I was so much worse in Arena of Doom. I was so much worse in like the stuff that you have to have 5 squads for, or a full set, which is mostly Arena of Doom. So I was like, dang, maybe I should just keep the purple one so I'm a little bit better in that. But I understand why I shouldn't. You're 100% right. The battle ranking is so much more important, so I can get weaker opponents. And
it's not only that, but we can also take advantage of all of your, like, because all of your stuff is in infantry. So even if we don't equip your heroes with armaments in infantry, they're still going to hit harder than the ones that have armaments that aren't doing it, because the stats themselves are so much better for your infantry.
Right.
So even if you go to your Arena of Doom, for example, and you run Bodala, like, go to your arena, for example, for a second, and let's look at your defense. So you've got Adut, Eileen, Bodala, but then you've got Bella and Nora. So let's hypothetically delete Bella and Nora for a second. And then let's reach into our book and see what else we can actually think about. Let's look at your main leading heroes. And who do we have? So we got Rygaro.
So
How close is your Rygaro? Jaden, I've never looked sorry about. Okay, that's fine. Who else do we have for infantry heroes?
I mean, that's really it.
You've got Tom there.
I mean, I use this one as well for infantry.
Yeah, that's fine. Jack's fine. I thought you said you had Thunder. Didn't you say you had Thunder?
He's in my Dut squad. See?
Oh, a Dut Thunder. Okay, so we're going to switch this around a little bit. Let's delete all three.
Okay.
And let's see if we can't swap on some things for us. Let's delete all three.
Okay.
And let's go to our first pick a one. And we're going to send out Miyamoto, or we're going to send out Bodala Miyamoto.
Okay.
And I want you to put this in the back line. Whoop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put him in the back line. Now, second line, up front, I want you to put Thunder Eileen.
Okay.
And I want you to put that up front.
Are we worrying about the beasts that are on these right now, or are we just going to do that later?
We'll go through the beasts anyways because it'll change. But this is just kind of just to get your hero placements. Okay?
Okay.
Now, the reason why I suggest Thunder Eileen is because especially since you have an Awakened Thunder, he's going to trigger his healing skill, which is then going to benefit Eileen an additional 15% on her damage.
Okay.
So it's always going to be better to have him especially tanky up front and dealing damage with Eileen. So that's kind of a good pairing. Next, let's look at a third pairing. Go into a Dut for me. Lead with a Dut. And secondary, Tom. Or Rygaro, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, I think I have Rygaro a lot higher than I have Tom. Yeah,
what's your Marco? What's your Marco look like?
It's bad, but I really want to get him awake.
That's not bad. Put him in. A Dut Marco is fine.
Right here?
Yeah, a Dut Marco is fine. Increase your squad might, your squad number.
Oh. There we go.
Kate, let's go open another march and let's put in Rygaro, Tom.
Okay.
And we're gonna put him out front, and let's put a Dut in the back line.
Okay, so like this.
Yep, that's fine. And then open up another slot, and let's see what we have for our last march.
So, I mean, it looks like he, in my opinion, which isn't that great, he looks like the best one because he can run infantry too, out of these heroes that I do have. But what's your opinion on that?
The problem is you don't have armaments for Jack. Not that we have armaments for the other one. So Jack's not a problem, but he's not leveled up. So I would actually look at leaning more towards... Scroll down a bit for me. Actually, you know what? If you run Jack with...
now, I do have these two. But they're
one star.
And I have the stars. I have the stars to get them up there. I just haven't.
Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't ask you to do them now.
Yeah. Okay, so we're doing Jack.
And then Jeremy. Not Jeremy, Alexander Sokolov.
The farming guy?
Yep. Up at the top.
Okay. Oh. I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
And I'll tell you why.
Or is this one?
That one. And I'll tell you why. Look at his, I believe it's his first or second skill.
Increases. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he's a good little buff hero, and he'll buff like your allies and stuff as well.
Okay.
So you add that into your 5 March, and you have something like that. Him, for example, is a good kind of debuff hero. Lee, for example, Lee Song-wan is a good debuff hero. So I still use Lee to this day. But I would look at something. I would look at something along those lines, and then just put a Dut behind Jack Bronte. Now, if I were you as well, I would save this formation, and then go back to your
deleted.
Nope.
No, it didn't.
Go back to your equipment. Take your equipment off of Eileen and put it on Thunder.
Like my armor?
Yeah, put the armaments off of Eileen and put your armaments onto Thunder. Because we're leading with Thunder. We're not leading with Eileen anymore, right?
Right, got it. Okay, so we're going to unequip.
Yeah, just unequip all and then go over to Thunder and equip all.
Yeah.
So now at least you'll have the extra bonus helping you out in the arena. So now when you go back to the arena and refresh that.
Okay.
Okay. So now, from my opinion, from what you've got, this is going to be a much better set because you've got 5 marching infantry. The only people you're going to have a real big problem with are ranged fighters. So anytime you have range mains, you'll have some problems. But this personally to me will do better for you because you've got great tank, good damage potential coming out of both Bodala, Adut, and Thunder Eileen, and from there. And you got some good front line. So I think, from my opinion, this is probably going to be one of your best bets to go with. Simply swapping out Jack Bronte for Stella or Boyd once you have them leveled up.
Yeah. I'm going to, so now that they've got Eileen and the daily boost, I'm done putting frags on her. I'm just going to get them through daily boost. And I'm going to start focusing all frags on to Boyd.
Good.
I know. See, this is the thing that I don't know I'm really confused on what I should do because, so my alliance only has one person that can garrison. Like, we have no garrison.
Okay.
So the reason I want Boyd is to be able to do the garrison.
Sure.
But I am the lead rally person in my alliance. So I feel like it would be smarter to do Stella. If I'm going to select out of 2 S ranks. And also another thing, the person that is our main garrison is he joins alliances quite often. He's kind of with us now at TOA. He moves around quite a bit. So it's not always a promise that I'm going to have that garrison.
Right.
So I'm really I really don't know what to do on those 2. That's why I haven't even started.
Well, can I be honest with you?
Yeah, that's full transparency here, please.
I would hold off until the new rally hero lands for infantry next.
He's going to be TC too.
Of course, they always are.
And I'm not going to be able to. I know I'm not going to be able to get in.
You don't listen.
At least not
listen.
the first round.
You don't have to. Remember, you don't have to win. You only have to get top 30 to get enough fragments to capture him. And then save up enough of your normal frags to awaken him. The hardest thing is that, and I think this is kind of a hard thing for most people to understand. If you're working on the back heroes, like if you don't have enough saved up in your inventory to unlock the new heroes when they drop, they are already too old.
Say that one more time.
If you don't have the stuff available in your bag to awaken them when they drop, they're already too old.
Oh, okay.
If you are waiting until now to awaken Stella, it's too late. Because the next wave of super weapon are going to be better. So your best bet is to save everything you can, so that when that next TC hits, which has the next garrison hero in it, you drop everything you can, get as many frags as you can, and get it as awakened as you can from there. Because that will set you up better than trying to awaken Stella now, when Stella, as good as she is, doesn't, like, she kind of is pigeonholed to really only running rallies. Yes, she can garrison because she has the only other super weapon for the infantry team.
Right.
But once she's not the only one with a super weapon, I don't think people are going to go for her for garrison. Depending on what this next rally hero brings up, and then that we can talk about the next garrison hero, which I'm saving for in 6 months. But you get my point. If you don't have enough to awaken that set of heroes that you want, when they first drop, you're already working behind the dime. Ask me how many fragments I have in my pocket right now.
Probably a crap ton.
Just ask me.
You probably got enough to awaken it. when it comes.
I've got 565 fragments. I don't have enough to awaken the new hero, so guess what? I'm not participating until I have enough to get that next hero. So I'm saving everything I can because I'm a Garrison main, and we understand the cycle of how these heroes come out. We've just had a Garrison Rider. Next will be Infantry Rally. Then will be a Ranged Rider or a Ranged Garrison. Then it's going to be a Rider Rally. And then it'll be an Infantry Garrison. So we know how that cycle is going to work, which means we can keep and plan for that. If you want to be the Rally hero, the next Infantry hero that drops, the new Infantry hero, will be a Rally hero. So save up everything to get that Rally hero and awaken him, get 1 or 2 levels, save up all your files so that you can get 1 or 2 levels transcended right off the rip and abuse them to that sense. If you're working behind the die, and this is the same mentality I say to people, they're like, should I still work on my Eddie? Should I still work on my... No, you shouldn't. You honestly shouldn't. Unless you're preparing to spend a ton of money on fragments, you shouldn't. Unless you're super close. I'm even in a situation, I look at mine, I have a Marco that's 5552.
Ooh.
And guess what? I'm still fucking hindering on dropping the 500 plus frags to awaken him. Even though Marco is amazing.
Have you saw the YouTube videos? I can't remember who it was that watched it or who made the YouTube video. But, oh my God, what Marco can do, man. The things he can do. I watched. I don't know if you saw it. I watched. These are like, I'm going to say like 200 million mic players. Yep. Don't know their names. One was like 190 who had Marco. The other was like 200 who brought out 5 squads to try to beat Marco. And he killed them twice with Marco one time. It's crazy. That blew my mind when I watched that.
When I look at the 3 comparison between the 3 collab heroes between Jack, and Marco, Marco is better than the other 2 combined.
Yeah.
Like, Marco is probably the only one that I would say is worth twice as many frags. Jack is not worth twice as many frags. Mai is not worth twice as many frags. Marco is the only one I would comfortably say is worth, still to this day, the 200 frags. I just can't, or the two times frags. I just can't get on the 500 frags that I still need to awaken them. So I'm doing it a little at a time. 5 frags here, 10 frags there, 5 frags here, 10 frags there.
Right.
But it's the same thing.
You're fine. I'm going to have to get a mentality of, because like when I get legendary frags, I'm like, oh God, I want to awake this hero because like I said, my main goal was 5 squads. That's really what I wanted. Mm-hmm. So you've got a mentality of, I need to have 600 frags before I even consider getting the new hero so it can be awake.
Right.
And that's something that I'm going to have to start doing. Another thing that I'm completely lost on, since I haven't worked on an S rank hero, is the transcending of it.
So here's the thing. Once you get your cores to transcend the skills, you then need fragments to transcend those skills again. So it takes another 600 fragments to fully transcend a hero on top of the 450 cores or something that you need.
So wouldn't it be better to just awaken Marco? I know he's not S rank. I get that.
Sure.
But God, he's a beast on the field.
Sure.
He is a beast.
Yep. But here's my question. What do? What's your goal?
I really want to be able to garrison.
Okay. So there's your answer.
I would rather be able to help the teammates that I have, because I'm in a very small alliance. I mean, if I just let me just show you how small the players are that I'm at. Like, we've got 1 player above 200 million. I mean, a lot of these players, I mean, I hate to say it, but they're just holding spots until we get better players. Mm-hmm. I mean, like this one's straight farmer, like 4 million kills. I mean, straight farm. And when we took over this alliance, she had never been in a fight. She didn't know how to fight. I mean, she's trying, but she's never going to turn that account around ever.
Sure.
So I would rather be able to help the ones that do play here. Mm-hmm. With a good garrison.
And not only that, but once you have an idea on what you want to sink your teeth into, it kind of gives you focus for everything else. The problem is the game tries to distract us by giving us the idea that we all have to be amazing field fighters, we all have to be amazing garrisons, we all have to be amazing rallies. Fuck that. They want you to spend money.
No way.
Right. They want you to spend money that way. I don't. I would much prefer to hit as hard as I can, as small as I can. I want my might to be as low as possible, but for other people much stronger than me to fear me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I want a 220, a 250, a 260 whale hitting my 180 a million account thinking, holy shit.
Demolish.
You see what I'm saying?
Demolish them.
Right.
Yeah. I did that. Sorry, I have to bring it up, but I did that during the last AR. I had this player, and I mean, you see my mic. I'm not very big. I just unlocked my T6s. I saw this player, and they started attacking me, and then they realized that I was hitting pretty hard, and they were running away, and I took them out. And this player was 181 million.
Mm-hmm.
And they messaged me and was like, "How is that possible?" And they sent me their stuff, and I was like, "Buddy, like, your workshop is trash. You've got all of it leveled up to 2 and 3 and 5s, like trash. Get rid of it." I mean, I gave them what advice I could from what I know, but it's such a good feeling when you're smaller and you destroy somebody bigger. Ugh.
Well, and I look at it going, I would much rather be underestimated than I would much rather be underestimated than overestimated.
Right.
Like, I would rather someone go, oh, they're only 170 million. I can walk on them, and all of a sudden go, oh, wait. That's not true.
Ooh, that hurts my squad right there.
That's what I'm hoping for, right? So that's my goal. Right. And once you understand that, you can sit back in that position. The rest of it is irrelevant. You lose a lot of the BS runs away pretty quickly.
Right.
And we're doing this already, right? We know a little bit with our troops what we're going to be doing. We've done our armaments, we've done our heroes, we've done our marches. We know what we're focusing on there. We can take a look at beasts next. So if you want to go to your beasts, let's take a look at them.
Okay.
Now, when it comes...
This is a very confusing subject
for
me, so just...
Let's take it from the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know how the beasts work?
No.
Okay.
I have no idea. I think I messed up with my chips because I see down here at the bottom it says critical damage. I think the chips that I have on him are like maybe counter or
doesn't
it's
matter.
The one sorted.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, that doesn't matter?
Nope. The only thing... here's the thing. The beasts themselves will provide their own attributes as you level them up, right? So this beast, the Volcano Rhino, will provide crit and bonus crit damage. And his skills will trigger crit and bonus crit damage, right? But that doesn't mean he won't benefit from combo or counter. Because I'll give you an example. Go click on the attributes on the right-hand side. Click on the special attributes question mark. This is how the beasts work. Okay?
Okay.
Biochemical beasts deal damage to the enemy biochemical beast. So it's all internal. They never deal damage to the troops. Okay? So
just to the beast.
Right. So everything that we're talking about, crit damage, combo damage, counter damage, all that shit, this isn't the same counter damage as what we've heard previously. It's not the same counter damage. Okay? This is all internal within the beast systems. They will only ever do crit damage, counter damage, and combo damage to the other beasts.
Okay.
Only when the opposing beast HP is dead will that damage be converted into damage dealt to enemy troops. But it is not them. Right. So, but it doesn't. It just means that it's not doing the skill damage to those troops. It's converted afterwards.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have on your troops counter damage reduction, it's not going to reduce beast counter damage, things like that. It's totally different systems. Okay. Now, if we look, we've got a description on the next three abilities. You've got crit, combo, and counter. Let's read through crit. Okay. When a biochemical beast deals damage in battle, they may trigger a critical hit based on their crit number, right? Based on their crit. That crit number, if you back out of this screen real quick, you can see what your attributes are. 150 crit that you have naturally on this beast. Okay. And that 150 is giving you 20% chance to trigger crit. Okay.
Got it.
Let's read combo. When a biochemical beast deals damage in battle, they may trigger a combo based on their combo. So just like with crit, if this beast had combo, we'd be able to trigger combo with it too, right?
Right.
Now, what does this mean? When combos are triggered, biochemical beasts will automatically use their active skill one additional time. So it's not special damage. Click out of here a second. It's just activating the active skill. So it's activating this one again. And this one, if this attack deals a critical hit, which you have a 20% chance to deal critical hits. See what I'm saying? See how it can stack?
Yes. Yeah, okay.
So
I don't really, that's when I read these things and I go through them, but some of it just don't make sense. Like,
sure.
I'm really bad with reading reports. I've tried to learn how to read a report. Like, I suck with that. So
I don't do
it's
them
hard
either.
for me
Don't feel bad.
It's so hard. And especially when they took the ratio thing away. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. So now it's like, oh, how hard am I really hitting, on the reports. But anyways, back to the beast.
Well, and the problem is the beasts in the reports are very undervalued or underreported anyways. They don't tell you what your loss is on beasts. They only tell you what your total damage is, which isn't enough. But either way, what this means is that a beast that has crit can combo 2, which can trigger crit. Click on the special attributes. I believe it can. I just want to double check. Click on the question mark by the special attributes and go down to combo. This effect is not affected by cooldown, can be only used once per second, and all damage dealt by the skill may receive a combo damage buff. This does not say that combos cannot trigger crit.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, so this is combo and counter, or combo and crit are based when you deal damage. When your biochemical beast deals damage in battle, they can either trigger combo or trigger crit. Okay?
Okay.
In the same...
I mean, which is better, though? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, okay, it might trigger combo, or it might trigger crit. What's the difference? Like, I'm just giving critical damage, or is the combo, am I like, if I'm getting hit with their squad, is my combo going to hit them with as much as they're hitting me? Like, that's what don't make sense to me with the beast. I've tried to.
So here's what it comes down to. It's all going to come down to, at least from my opinion, from what I've seen, it all comes down to your trigger rate. That's what this whole game is about. It's about a trigger rate. And we experience...
And how fast get those skills used.
Right. How fast those skills come out, how much damage you end up going to be racing against, and where can we maximize that damage? We've talked about combo and crit because those are when your biochemical beast deals damage in battle. But that doesn't change if you're swarmed, for example, in the field. If you read through reports, let me ask you a question. Have you ever read through reports and wonder why your beasts are dealing no damage to some of the beasts? Yes. As you're being swarmed in battle? A lot of that is because you don't have counter, because you're only dealing damage to the main target that you're fighting. So if you get swarmed in battle, right, and you don't have counter on your beasts, you are dealing 0 damage to the people swarming you. Your beasts are doing nothing to defend against that, because the only way to do that is to stack counter, which states when biochemical beasts receive damage in battle, they may trigger a counter attack.
That makes a lot more sense.
Right? They may trigger a counterattack based on their counter. When counterattacks are triggered, biochemical beasts will actively or automatically use their active skill one additional time. So it's like a combo on defense.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. Yes, I do.
So the question then becomes, and you asked it, well, which one do I focus on? Crit, combo, or counter?
Yeah.
My best advice is to balance all three. And I'll tell you why.
That hurt.
No, it doesn't.
That hurt.
It doesn't, and I'll tell you why. This is actually very easy to manipulate. In fact, it's easier now than it's ever been before. But I'll tell you why.
Okay.
You look at this beast right now. He's got 150 crit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that 150 crit provides you how much trigger rate? 20%.
Yeah.
So you would think that if I doubled my crit and put 300 points of crit, it would go up to 40%, right?
Right.
Wrong. It goes up to 30%. In fact, it takes 500 points in one stat to earn a 45% trigger rate. Okay?
Lovely.
250 points earns you a 30% trigger rate. So twice as much earns you half as much trigger rate. So we have what's called diminishing returns.
The trigger rate is really what we're wanting to get high, though, right?
Right. So here's my question. Would you rather dump 500 points into one skill and have one skill trigger 45% of the time? Or would you rather have 200 points in all three skills and have each skill trigger 25% of the time?
I would probably want each to have 25%. So, wait a second. So, which one? So, crit, counter, and combo. I would need all of those to 150 to activate these first three skills. No. Where does this fourth one come in play?
No. The first three skills are activated all the time. The first three skills are just like your hero skills. They're activated all the time. So the leader skill is just your main damage.
This one.
No. The first one, the one that's got like a weird circle around it. This is your leader skill. This is your main damage. So the main damage in a beast triggers every 6 seconds and every 3 seconds. Every 3 seconds, the activated skill, the active skill triggers. Every 6 seconds, the leader skill triggers.
See, I don't see what you're saying. Like, I see where it says leader on all of these.
Okay, yeah, but that's just because you have a support beast where the skills do something else. So the first one here, Extreme Impact, this is his main damage dealing skill. So this gets triggered, like it says, every 6 seconds.
Okay. And
it's going to multiply. You see how your attack and defense at the top right? It's going to multiply your attack by 422%, and that's how much damage it's going to deal. Okay?
So and these might be stupid questions.
That's fine. No stupid questions, only stupid answers.
Okay, so when we're doing the 20% activate on, so my crit at 150 right now, what is that activating?
So when you do damage, you have a 20% chance to trigger your active skill again.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
Right? That's what your crit is doing. It's going to trigger, it's going to deal additional crit damage. So when you deal
already activating.
Yes. So when you deal damage, there's a 20% chance to deal more damage, additional damage based on your crit damage numbers.
Okay, I got it.
Right?
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. Much better. I have a way better understanding of how that works now.
Okay. So the second circle is his active skill. Okay. This activates every 3 seconds and again deals damage at a smaller percentage and has a different ability. Now, do you see how it says support underneath that and is grayed out?
Yes.
If you put this beast as a support, he loses his leader skill. He loses the leader skill damage, and he gains the support skill instead. So if he's in support... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off, but are there beasts that are better in the support part?
Well, they each will do something different in support. So, again, depending on what you have for your beasts, right?
Okay, so like this one is 186 on this skill.
Sure.
And if I change it to support, it's 164.
Sure.
So what my main question is, all of these beasts, are they all going to be better as leaders?
Yeah, I mean they all do much better as leaders. They have all got other benefits. Like if you look at the first skill, for example, click on the first circle again. Every time a hero in the squad uses a rage skill, receives an additional crit. You get that as a leader. You don't get that as a support. So yes, technically all beasts are better as a leader. But this is why you're only going to be focusing on, as many. Okay. How many marches do you have right now?
One.
One. So guess how many beasts we have to worry ourselves with?
One.
Two.
Okay.
That's it.
So,
That's it. The rest are going to be paired as they're going to be paired. We really only give a shit about one march. 2 beasts, 12 chips. That's it.
Okay. So I have shifted my focus from these two, which are my main,
okay,
to trying to upgrade. Where is he? Where is he at? This one, because that's a rally.
Sure.
And then also this one. So should I stop focusing on that and just continue with this, which is, it's not easy to get. I mean,
No.
it's not hard, but
nope,
it's going to take a while to get him.
Are you a rally leader or a field fighter?
Both.
Nope. How much do you spend in the game? How much do you spend in the game?
I probably spend in between 50 and 100 a week.
You do not have enough money. You are not spending enough money to multitask.
I know. I want to, though.
I know. We all do. We all do so bad, but I'm telling you, the biggest thing that you're going to learn is that that's the hardest, most expensive way to play this game. And again, if you want to do it, all to you, but 50 to $100 a week isn't going to be enough.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I spend $300 a month, so kind of close to the same thing.
Right.
And I hyper-focus everything. I run 5 infantry marches. I don't even fight with 5. I fight with 2, if I'm honest. 2, maybe 3.
Right. I feel like another thing that I didn't mention previously is when I am fighting with 2, I usually bring that second squad out whenever the enemy that I'm fighting is already below half of it. Like, I've already almost killed him.
Sure.
And I just was doing that because I thought that it would, well, I guess it wouldn't. I mean, killing faster, so I would lose less troops, but I guess in reality, that's not the case.
Sorry, what was that? I just had a message on my phone.
You're fine. So, like, when I kill one squad, let's say I've got him halfway killed with my main squad, and we're close to my camp. That's when I bring out my second squad because I felt like it was going to save me troops since I was killing that squad at a much faster rate by bringing out my second squad. But I think
it's not saving you troops because you're wasting more troops on the other ones. Because you're taking worse trades on the other ones. You're basically just giving away free trades to try to speed up the process, but you're doubling your losses in the process.
Okay. Especially
knowing how your second set is only 1.5.
Yeah, it's awful.
Right. It's not that it's awful. You're still a young player. The fact that you have a 3.5 already is fantastic. You're already miles above the game. Like most people I talk to about that already are, 2.9, 2.8. So if you've got 3.5, you're doing good.
Okay. See, it could be a lot higher. Like, because if you look, like, truly, if you look at my hones on him, they're crap. I only have one that has some red hones because they want to keep giving me crap red hones, so I don't want them. I just get rid of them. They're useless to me. Well, they was. Now that not so much. So I don't want to use the honing chips that I have on these anymore because my main goal with this hero is to switch all of these out for superb. So I feel like it would be in my best interest to only use my purple chips on my superb armor. Because I want to get rid of these. I want these to be on my second squad. I don't want them to be on my first.
Let me break something down to you.
Okay.
Use your guaranteed red hone canisters that you get from the honing event on your superbs. Use your rare hones on any of your legendaries.
Even if they're something that I wasn't specialized in?
Of course.
So, like, previously, before in the other alliance, I had all of these red, but they were
no.
Like,
let me rephrase. Save your, because you know about the honing challenge where you get the guaranteed red hone canisters, right?
Yeah, I've never had one.
Okay.
Ever.
So when you use 150 hones and 300 hones, you get what's called a guaranteed red hone canister. And so now you can go to your Universal or go to your Superb, go to one of the ones that you want to use. So just go to there, for example, go manage and go hone. Now, if you go to your advanced side, click on the advanced tokens, click on the special. This is where you're going to get one. So for one rare hone, what's that? Sorry,
this one for?
It guarantees a golden hone. You'll get them during the honing challenge event as well, and they just guarantee a gold hone. So if you've got purples and you want to get rid of the purples, you can guarantee a gold.
Okay.
So basically for one rare honing chip and the rare guaranteed canister, you can turn one of these from a purple into a guaranteed red. So I would use the purples on any of your legendary or superb armaments, whichever ones you're working on, and then simply save your guaranteed red hone canisters for you superbs. Because the truth is...
So you think I should still use my purple chips to hone these right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, not right now. Doing it during the honing event, yes.
Well, yeah. I know that I've watched your video. I know I got to take the travel speed off. Don't get me.
That's okay. Having one or two is not a problem. I have two red hone travel speeds on one of my pants I still haven't gotten rid of, so don't feel bad.
I mean, I've got a couple. I just feel like when I have my own moto in the lead, I can get away from riders when I'm getting like hit hard, you know? That's the only reason I had those there.
Yeah, so. I mean, there's always going to be, I mean, people will always have reasons for it, and I'm not one to, you know, I simply look at it and say, for me personally, it's everything away from it is an extra stat away from attack, defense, block, or lethality.
Right.
But yeah, I would still use your purple hones on these ones because you'll still do benefits in getting those up to, you know, max red. Because if you still want to think about your second set, right? You still want your second set to have legendaries and to have all red hones on those legendaries. So even by putting your purple hones into these now to get them red during the honing challenge isn't a problem. You can still benefit from increasing your one march all the way until you have superbs to work with.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Do you, when you work on your superbs, do you only do one at a time?
No.
So you try to work on them all?
Yeah, but I'm at a point where I kind of have to. Like, I've got a lot of them are really close to finally finishing my first set of superbs. Okay. So I'm like only one or two copies away from like 4 different pieces, so I kind of have to work on them all together.
Right. So, but for me, should I only focus on my vest? Like the reason I'm asking is because this little event that we've got going on right here.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I feel like that's an okay amount of superb pants if I purchase all of these, which is $35.
Yep.
So.
And inside here, you look at this. Inside of here, you can do superbs as well.
Yeah.
So you pick superbs for all of that, and it's a good value. Because then you're getting 2, 4. Hold on. 8, 6, 14.
It's like 24 or 26.
Yeah, for $35 is a good value.
But my question is, where I'm not focused on the pants superb, I'm only working on my vest right now.
Sure.
Because I am a lot smaller than you. Would it be stupid for me to go ahead and buy this, since I can go ahead and have it? I mean, even though I'm not going to put it on my main hero yet, because my pants on my main hero are maxed out. I don't want to switch those out right now until this is a little higher. Your
pants are the hardest things to get. The pants fragments are the hardest stats, at least for me, that I've found to get. So any place that you can get pants fragments, like I'm struggling on my pants. My pants are the lowest ones. I think they're only 3-star right now. So pants are the hardest to get. Yeah, if you can get pants, I always suggest getting pants. Pants are a good investment. But then again, I'm also a believer that, you know, when you can get honing chips or when you can get superb fragments for like $2 a piece, you're looking at a good value for them. $2-3 a piece.
Okay.
Like getting that, you're getting $35 to get 26 pieces. So
and that's pretty good.
That's pretty good because normally they're $5 each. Okay. Like each frag is $5. So if you can get 26 for 35, that's good value.
So if an event comes up and the frags are less than $5 a piece, do it.
Well, not necessarily, but that's kind of how your metric is. You know, base it around that. That's what they normally cost is $5 a piece. for each frag. So if you can get them for, $2 a piece or $3 a piece value, then you're looking at a good value. That's why this event that we're going into is such a good one. That's why District Showdown is so good.
I can't wait.
The value for what you get for Superbs is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Let's go back to your beasts. We got off track here. Let's go back to your beasts.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. So when we're talking about beasts, now I do want to bring a mention because the crit and crit damage that the Volcano Rhino provides is something we still have to take mention of, but it's not the only thing. So when we look at a beast, we understand now that we have those attributes, right? And those attributes lead to trigger rates, correct?
Yeah.
And we understand.
And we want those.
Yes, and we understand now that there's a diminishing return to how we balance those trigger rates, correct?
Yes.
Now you'll understand that there's only two ways to put attributes or trigger rates on your beasts. You can either do it through Pristine Life, which is in your rank up situation. Click on the rank up button.
Which is complete. Like, I have it all the way to 500.
No. That's just your potential.
Are
your
you talking
Pristine
about the
Life is... Yes.
Okay.
This is the only way to get core stats on core attributes on your beast. If you go and look up at the the last two circles, for example, the very last one, you get 195 crit in that last one.
Okay.
Right, so it doubles.
I bet that's gonna.
It effectively doubles it. What was that? Sorry.
I said I bet it's going to be pricey, but there is an event that you can get these pretty easily, so I'm not too stressed. I'm not stressing it.
Pristine Life is probably the biggest things in the fucking pain in the ass for beasts, but you kind of need them because those core potentials are really going to help out with your base stats, your crit damage, things like that it provides as well. Mm-hmm. But this is one of the only ways. Yeah, this is one of the only ways to get those basic attributes onto your beast. Okay, so your next one will provide 180 crit. The last one will provide 195 crit. So there's 375 more crit coming your way just in its own beast.
Okay.
But now... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just thinking... I was thinking out loud. Go ahead.
And that will give you... I mean, when you look at another 350 onto what you already have, onto 150, you're looking at, 450, 500, which is a 45% crit rate chance. And that doesn't include all the abilities that within his scat that'll stack more crit and things like that as we go.
Okay.
So that's not bad. But remember, what we want to try to do is balance those out. Now, I mentioned there's two ways that you can put attributes on your beast, either through the Pristine Life or through chips. Now, each beast type, fire, water, and grass, has 3 chip types. One that provides combo, one that provides counter, or one that provides crit. So you can now put whatever attribute you want with chips.
Okay.
So let's go to your left arm, for example. And let's just start at your left arm. So if you look, you have 3 different purple chips. Do you see the 3 different ones?
Yes.
So all 3 of these are a different one. One provides crit, one provides combo, one provides counter. If you go to your right arm, one of each. You see what I'm saying? One counter, one crit, one combo. So there's only 3 types per type. So it looks like there's a ton of chips, but in reality, there's really not that many.
Yeah.
Okay?
There's not.
It's going to be the same with your brain, your spine, and your left legs and right legs. There's only 3 different types. One that will benefit crit, one that benefits combo, one that benefits counter. And then from the purple chips, you also have the legendary chips, which will do the same. They're like armaments. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we already have crit on this beast. So there's 2 things we want to think about. How can we get combo or counter on this beast? With chips or with our support beast? Because remember, you get a 50% up to a 70% inheritance bonus from your support beasts.
Okay.
Okay. So if we know that we have crit on this guy, let's go back out and look at your next strongest beast. Or one that we want to pair him with.
My next strongest would be him.
Okay, so let's look at your rank up, for example. Have you put any Pristine Life into this guy? Rank up. Have you put Pristine Life into him too? A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you've got those two. That's fine. So here's what I'm going to suggest that you do. Pair these two together for now. Pair your lava rhino with your volcano rhino with your saber tooth for right now. And then let's chip them, one with counter chips and one with combo chips. And I would put counter chips on your volcano rhino and then combo chips on your other guy if you can.
So we're putting
counter
crit
is
on him.
No, counter. We already have crit, remember?
Yeah. So we're doing.
Let's put counter.
Okay. Let's do the counter.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got chips on my other guy. Wait a second. I think I'm messed up. Where's that at? Where is that beast at? One second. I'm trying to unequip that chip. There we go. Sorry.
That's okay.
I was like, wait, where is that? Okay, so we're putting counter on him.
Yep, counter.
Now, these are purple.
Yep.
So are they... So I know, like, with the armor, we didn't want purple.
For chips, purples are good. Blues are poo-poo, purples are good. You obviously want to get legendaries as you want, but a level 3 purple is still going to be, like, arms better than having nothing. Now, granted, you obviously want to get elites or legendaries, but legendary chips are hard to get. So, I look at it at what's most valuable.
Right. Okay, so we're going to go through and try to put...
counter in every spot.
Now, does that... So, that's another thing. Like, this 2-piece array firework... I don't understand that either. So, does that mean if I have all of my chips one style, that it... I don't know. I don't know what it does when they're all together. Like,
I'll explain.
All my chips are going to be counted. Okay.
So we have 2 different arrays. You have 2 different setups. Each beast allows 6 allows 6 chips, right?
Yes.
In those 6 chips, there's 2 different arrays. You have your head and spine, your brain and spine, which are connected, and you have your arms and legs, which are connected. So the 4-piece in your arms and legs is one array, and the brain and spine is a totally separate array. Okay.
Got it.
So
if I could technically,
yeah,
I could have the brain and the spine 2 different things.
100%. In fact, in this situation, because you don't have the counter chip for this one, I would put the combo chip or the crit chip. Nope, the other one.
The blue?
Nope. The other purple.
This?
Yep, put that one. You see how it does crit damage, 4.5%?
See if we've got another. Ooh, there we go.
There you go. So now we match that array, and now we're benefiting from that 2-piece array by giving us the extra 4.5%. If I put a different piece in there, I lose out on that 2-burst array.
Okay.
Do you see how that makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. It's the same with your arms and legs. Go to your left arm, for example. Okay. You'll see we have the 2-piece array, and we've got the 4-piece array. Because we have all 4 matching, we're also getting the 4-piece array bonus. When triggering a counterattack, has a 60% chance to grant leader counter damage plus 13% for 3 seconds. You're also getting the counter plus 90 benefit. Okay? So in reality, what we've actually just added to this beast is 190 counter. Now click out and look at its attributes again. Click on the attribute button. Nope. We've added a little bit of crit, a little bit of counter.
Okay.
Okay. So now see how we're starting to stack them and balance them out a little bit. But what we need now is combo.
Combo. So which is going to be coming from this guy, right?
Uh-huh. So let's go and put the combo chips here, which is the 2-sword one.
Yeah. Let's pray I've got them all.
I think you do. I think there was only one that you were missing for the other one anyways.
Let's see. I do.
Mm-hmm. So now we back out.
Beautiful.
And we look at this guy's attributes. And we have 150 combo here. Click the little back button and click the little support button in the top right. Or the leader button. Sorry. Go...
Yeah.
Sorry. You have to click the other way. Click on the leader button and then click on the support button. So I can see the attributes and see everything that you're getting from everything. Okay?
Okay.
So
now we're looking at...
Yeah, go ahead.
We're looking at crit, combo.
And counter.
Where's the other one? I don't see the counter, though. Oh, I see counter damage reduction.
Yeah, it doesn't give you the stats. It's not giving you the stats of what your current chips are. It's only giving you the stats of what the bonus stuff that you're getting from your Sabertooth. Now, right now, you're only getting a 30% inheritance on your Sabertooth. Go to your development for me for a second.
Where's that?
Inside your beast shelter. Click in the top. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And then click develop. And then let's scroll up. Okay. So you've done a very classic thing that most people have done as well. You've leveled up everything as you're going, right?
Yeah.
Wrong. What we want to do is level up as high into the list as we can first.
So fire. I'm going to just go with fire until...
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, I want to get as far forward in the list. So if I want to look at plane survival...
So I want to get this upgraded.
Right. So I want to do plane survival 3. I want to... Because if you look... Don't do it right now. Save your stuff for right now. We can always do this later.
Okay.
You can always save this for... Because if you do this during TC... Remember, we're saving for TC. This will count towards using speed ups.
Yeah, that's another reason I haven't been doing it as much.
Yeah, so we want to save up everything. Let that time out. It's fine. But if you click on Combat Support 4, go back to Develop for me. Click on Combat Support 4. This will automatically increase your Support Beast Inheritance by an additional 10%, which will bring it from... Well, actually, it'll bring it from your 30%. Once you get that one done, it's up to 50%.
Ooh, okay.
So you want to get this one done as fast as you can. And you can actually complete this list. So if you click the little X button, you can get Combat Support 5 before finishing the entire list. And Combat Support 5 is going to give you a 70% inheritance. So your goal is to get Combat Support 5 unlocked as fast as humanly possible.
Okay.
So you have... Back out here real quick. There's an extra 10% Combat Support 3. Do you see Combat Support 3 back? Yeah. So you've got this one you could do right away and give you an extra 10% inheritance. Get your other one, which will give you an extra 10% inheritance.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
And rush those combat supports. That's what we want to get as fast as we can.
Okay.
Okay? Because that'll increase what you give, what your support beasts give your main beasts from their chips and their stats and everything else. But let's back out and go back to your beasts. And now that we have those two paired, that's effectively your main march. What I would then do is take your remaining 8 beasts. Okay? So let's take a look. Nope, you've gone too far. Let's take a look at just our next 8 beasts. From the Rhino down to the... Scroll down just a little bit. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Scroll up a little bit. Down. Can you put those 4 spots just in the... Like, put the bull at the very, very top of the list. Perfect. These 8. Okay? Let's pair the bull with your general crab. With the general crab. Perfect. I want to pair the Sabertooth with the Draco, the purple Gale Draco. The purple Draco. Yep.
Okay.
I want to pair the next Draco or the next crab with the gold Draco. No, pair the blue crab with the Draco.
Draco.
Gold Draco.
Don't see enough.
Right at the top, second from the top. Yep.
Okay.
And then pair the pangolin, your crystal pangolin, with your other rhino. Okay. Now, what we've effectively done, the game looks at your top 10 beasts. When it comes to armaments and everything, when we're talking about increasing our battle rating, beasts work a little bit differently. The game only looks at your top 10. Everything else is kind of moot. Okay? So we only need chips on the top 10. So now that we have the specific chips that we want on our first 2 beasts, what I would suggest doing is just going to the next 10 or the next 8 beasts and just auto-chipping whatever you can. Yeah, so just chip everything. Auto-chip everything.
Like all of them?
Yep.
Okay.
Because remember, these 10 beasts you're going to be using in battle, right, in your arena and stuff like that. The game is going to count them anyway, so we might as well equip them. But only the ones that are paired. We don't want to give chips to any of the other ones.
I think that's all of them.
Good. You can level that up.
Is that what that was? I didn't even...
You can manage it. That means that you have the chips in your bag.
I've got quite a few. I should probably go make.
Well, you can now that we have it. But here's the thing. Now that we have everything chipped, you have an idea on what you're working on, right? Now we have an idea on which ones we want to... And now we have a better fundamental understanding on how beasts work.
Yes, a way better understanding.
Okay. Now, this does mean that you can play around, for example. If you go back here, for example, to those chips on, let's just say, the Gale Draco. So you can, now that we understand the arrays a little bit, we can play with them a little bit. So, for example, you see how you have all 4 combo chips on the arms and legs? You can theoretically swap out the legs, for example, or 1 arm and 1 leg, and get the 2-piece array off a second set if you want to stack more of the trigger rate that you wanted. You see what I'm saying?
No.
The 2-piece arrays are always going to be an additional trigger. So if you look at the 2-piece
arrays.
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought you said the 2-piece arrays was only the spawn and the bottom brain.
No. That's its own separate array. The 4 pieces provide each a 2-piece array and a 4-piece array.
So wouldn't it be wrong if, okay, let's just say I changed these to crit. Let's say these 2 are crit.
Sure.
Would I still get my 4-piece array?
You wouldn't get the 4-piece array, but what you would get is the 2-piece array on the crit set, which would give you more of the crit trigger ability. You'd be sacrificing the 4-piece array benefit for an additional 2-piece array benefit. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Got it.
So if you're in a situation, like you don't have to because you have the chips for it, but if you're in a situation where you only have, say, 3 of one set and you're 1 on the other, well, you might be better to do 2 and 2 until you get that final 4th piece.
Okay. I got it now.
Okay?
Okay.
But now that you have those beasts set up, you can kind of just pair them as you want. Like we mentioned, the first beast pairing that we want on our strongest march. But the other 5, you're just going to pair on those 5 marches that we have, just down from the top. Because the reason why we paired them, remember how we paired them kind of counter what their might was? They're going to be the most balanced that we can make them between what we have left.
Okay.
I think you can upgrade a chip. I think you can upgrade a chip on your Volcano Rhino. Sorry, what was that?
So it doesn't matter if, okay, so we've got some stuff that's not matching. So like, for example, here.
Yep.
This is a physical beast with a water beast.
Doesn't matter.
That I didn't think worked together.
Doesn't matter. Not at all. Not at all. Nope, doesn't matter.
Okay.
The only thing that the physical beasts do are what they are designed to do very well. The rally beast runs rallies. The garrison beast run garrison. You will not send your Volcano Rhino as your lead beast to a rally. You just won't. Even though it's a level 7, even though it's a level 100 plus 7, you just won't. And the reason is, look at your beast, your bull. Not your bull sword. Yeah, the corpse bull. And let's go through his skills. And let's see why he's so good in garrison or rally. Okay?
Okay.
So first and foremost, deals damage to target. 360 isn't bad. But when he's in a rally, that multiplier is 540. So that's more than what your other ones are. Right? When he's in a rally, he hits harder. But that's not even the best part. Let's go continue through. If the trigger was activated by a combo, this is just another basic active skill. No big deal. Let's move on to the next one. Oh my God. When in a rally or garrison, increases own attack and defense based on the number of troops in the squad and the troops' attributes up to a maximum of 210% of own attributes. Do you feel like doubling your attack and defense?
I mean, that would be great.
Then you put him in a rally or garrison.
Okay. So is his, like, I feel like his support is kind of ass.
They are very ass in support. That's why I don't play them with support.
No. If I'm sending him to a rally.
Sure.
Let's say this is mine, because again, I'm trying to work on rally.
Yep.
Let's say we use him. Wouldn't it be better to use maybe my Rhino behind him as my support? Or no?
You can. That wouldn't be a problem. But the issue is that you're taking that away from your main march, right? Your main fighting march. Now,
but if I'm only running a rally and I don't have my fighting march on the field,
you're not wrong. The only problem is that your level 7 Volcano Rhino, your plus 7 Volcano Rhino is going to be stronger as it stands, right? For the majority of what you're doing. You say you're going to be running rallies, which is great. So when you run rallies, you might use your Corpse Bull instead. You'll lead with your Corpse Bull instead. But for when you're fighting in the field, you're going to want to run your Volcano Rhino with your Sabertooth.
Okay.
So when you're running rallies, it does mean you'll have to switch your beasts up.
Okay.
But that's just
which is
just something you have to do as you learn to do as you get there.
So I feel like the support beast that we have on this Corpse Bull is like shit.
Nope. Why?
So because it's only 29 at 1.
Who cares?
When this one
Look
right
at its
here
skills.
is at 6.
Remember, what we've done is we're trying to balance those 4 marches as best we can. Yes, you can pair your bull with the Sabertooth and make the second march much stronger, but then you're making your 4th march beasts much weaker. Right? We counter-paired your last 4 marches specifically so that those 4 marches will have as equal beasts as you can have. Because the only march that we really give a shit about is the one march we're working with.
Right.
Right? Which is going to be your Volcano Rhino and your other and your Undead Bull until you get your Corpse Bull.
Which I have, but he's ass.
That's fine. You'll level him up. And then just remember, a plus 7 legendary is stronger than a full white star. Like a plus 7.5 legendary is as strong as a full white star purple.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So your Volcano Rhino right now has a higher potential than your Ash Sabertooth. Yeah.
See, now I have so many people like trying to school me on these beasts. And they say that I am stupid for running him in the lead. That he should be in the lead.
Why?
That Ash should be in. I don't know. Because I've tested this theory and went out on the field and switched them, and I get my ass handed to me every single time when they're switched.
Well, let's run through the skills and let's actually take a look. Okay? So if we look at the Volcano Rhino, and let's look at his skill first, his first skill. So we're doing 420%, 422%. Right? Let's just look at the numbers, the damage numbers. So you're getting let's go back to the other one. Go back to the Sabertooth and let's look at his. So yes, he's technically doing a little bit more. Okay? Technically he's doing a little bit more. But go back to your other beast for a second. Go back to your Volcano Rhino. Go rank up.
Oh, okay.
Go promote. The next one, I believe the next one, there should be a button. I believe once you level this one up next, that multiplier goes higher than the other one.
So once it gets leveled up.
Once it gets to that halfway mark, 7.5 to 8, It's technically
Okay.
stronger. Okay.
So
Now,
maybe I can see it.
so you only need
On
2 more to get another copy,
I'm
right? So
so
you're pretty
close.
close. Yeah. But here's the thing. Now you can look at the other one and say lead with the other one, but then you're missing out on everything else because this one, every time a leader here, go to your Sabertooth for a second, and let's look at his first skill. So you're getting a little bit of extra damage, but there's a 100% chance to increase damage by 15% for the next one time combustion claw is used. When deployed, squad skill damage is 2.5%. Go to your other one, the Volcano Rhino.
Oh, okay. First skill again?
When deployed, squad skill damage is 3%. So we're dealing more damage from the skill percent. We have a higher percent chance for crit. We have a stacking ability for crit. So there's more potential for him to hit harder than what you have just out of the first skill. Let's look at the second skill. Deals damage at 186. If it's a critical hit, plus 10%.
Okay. Let's go look at this.
168, so it's less. And has a 50% chance.
Support. No,
Right,
that's when it's a support.
Because it's in the support role, right?
Yeah, but we was discussing if it was better in the lead, so that's what I was looking at.
Right, so let's look at the other one support. Sorry. You're right. Look at the other one support. 164. So you're getting more damage off of this guy than you are the other one. And you're getting a reduction in defense on this guy versus the other one versus your other Rhino or your other Sabertooth doing... Like, what's your second skill for your Sabertooth? So it's it's a little bit less damage, but you have that guaranteed defense reduction versus this one only having a 50% chance.
Right.
So is it fair to say that you could you could lead with the Ash Sabertooth? Yes, it's fair. But the way that I would look at it is that the potential for what you have, they're so close, it really doesn't matter. Right. So I simply look at what I'm going to get as a benefit from having the other guy as the leader. And the legendaries just have better skills as leaders. Right?
Okay.
They're just going to do it better. And then look at the third skill and it should cement it a little bit more.
So, plus 100. 3 seconds. Wait a second. 70. Skill bills critic has a chance to down. 70%. I mean, it's barely... I mean, they're like real close.
That's what I'm saying. It's very close. So could you technically lead with the Sabertooth? Sure, you could. The difference is going to be what those attributes are going to be. And because of the fact that you're going to get more basic attributes, more core basic attributes out of your legendary than you will out of your Sabertooth, right? They both have about the same into their pristine life, but you'll get way more crit out of the Volcano Rhino pristine life than you will out of the Sabertooth pristine life.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so focus on my pristine into the Sabertooth. Or
into your Volcano Rhino. Yeah. And then what I would do, and here's the thing that I advise to everybody. Every 3 to 6 months, disconnect everything. Disconnect all your beasts. Disconnect all your chips. Because over the game, you're going to get beast chips. You're going to get stuff as the game gives you stuff, right?
Right.
So every 3 to 6 months, disconnect it all and just reevaluate. Now that you know how beasts work and the chips work and how you can manipulate those attribute scores, right? Come back in 3 months from now, disconnect everything and reconnect things a little bit differently. Hell, maybe even do it tomorrow or right after we're done this conversation. Now that you have a better idea on what beasts do, there would be nothing wrong with you pairing your bull up with your rhino instead and just running your bull rhino on your main line even in the field. There's nothing wrong with that too. The bull does decently well outside of the field as well. He just really shines in the garrison rally position.
Yeah, a lot better. See, I've been running. I haven't even been using the bull because I thought that the bull needed to be paired with the other legendary bull.
Nope.
So
you can pair them with everybody.
Rally.
You can pair them with anybody. Anybody. All that we're looking at doing is modifying and manipulating the attributes themselves. And with this most recent change that just came in, they basically just said they buffed combo and counter. So if you've been hyper-focusing crit... Sorry, go ahead.
I haven't really looked much into the update. I used to like kind of wait a little bit because all the bugs and stuff that come with the update.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't really looked much into it. I mean, I saw the new hero and something about a new skin, but
yeah, Rubina's getting a skin. There'll be some superb armaments for leaders coming. There'll be a super weapon leader hero. It's a whole bunch. I just did a couple of videos on that I'm still shaking my head on. But we'll see. Yeah,
it's a lot. Like, it's going to be a massive well event for like the next few months.
Yep, for sure.
IGG's going to be bringing in billions.
Yep, they're already raking it in. I think you can level up one of those chips for your beast, for your Volcano Rhino.
Okay. Well, if I can get it to work. Let's see.
Yeah, you can manage one. Bottom right, click the manage button.
There we go. Now, since we're working on chips right now, should I go and fix... Because I know I've got quite a few in the bag that can be made.
What I would suggest you doing... What I would suggest doing... Once... Now, because basically what we've done is we've revamped a lot of things. And you're going to have to go through your arena and reset your arena marches. You're going to have to go through your beast invasion, set your beast invasion marches and stuff like that. So you have some prep work to do. But the entire plan and the entire premise of the Schools in Session is that you now have a better understanding of it so that you can customize it to what you want. I've given you my best way to do it for beasts. Focus on your main 2 beasts. Focus on your 1 march at a time. Because remember, for every march, you need 2 beasts and 12 chips. So when you're thinking about bringing that second march into play, you better have 2 additional beasts with 12 chips ready to rock and roll for that second line. Right? So this becomes where it starts to stack exponentially. But now that you have a better understanding, like I said, there's nothing stopping you from disconnecting everything that we just did and revamping everything now that you have a better understanding, doing it more personalized your way.
Yeah.
And I would almost suggest doing that because that'll give you a better idea. What chips do I need to focus on? What chips do I need to buy? What chips do I need, which legendary chips should I start buying and looking at and focusing on and things like that? How else do I want to run my beasts?
Right. Yeah, now that I understand how the arrays work and where they're connected, and it's going to be a lot easier to manipulate what I'm wanting out of my beast.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the goal. But truth be told, Linz, that kind of wraps it for most of the things. I mean, we can talk about equipment if you want, but equipment is just really kind of not equipment, sort of like a troop equipment.
I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
Or yes, the refinery building. That's what I want. Because I have a lot of stuff in there. I don't, from what people are telling me, I need to find one that's for squad damage reduction or squad damage. Like they say the infantry attacks are crap. I need to only focus on those. And I have quite a few in here.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you spend money on these things? Have you spent anything on this?
I have. Yes.
Okay.
Not much, but I have.
Go to your refinery for a second.
Refinery.
Do you do your refinement pass every month?
I do. I'm waiting to upgrade that for an Alliance League mission for bind packs.
Okay. Do you do your weekly refining contest pack?
No. I do sometimes, maybe every other week, but it's not a constant thing.
You want it to be a constant thing?
Is the equipment on our troops really that beneficial?
100%.
I'm fighting against a lot of people that have none.
Let me tell you right now, it is the cheapest way to get the most amount of stats in the game, period. Bar none. Okay. It is the cheapest way to get stats in the game, bar none.
Okay.
Because if you back out here, go to your Smith, for example. Let's just take a look at some things. Let's take a look at our over on the right-hand side, specialized attributes. So your equipment can stack up to the max ratio of these attributes, right?
Okay.
And can do it 3 times. So you can technically roll an infantry squad attack. You could roll a piece of infantry equipment that has 3 infantry squad attacks on it, each at 7%. That's 21% infantry squad attack. Okay? You can do that for ranged squad attack, rider squad attack, defense.
Now, do I want to do that? Since I'm only infantry main, will that take my battle ranking up? Should I just...
I only put stuff on my infantry stuff to start. I'm only working on my infantry equipment.
Right. But see, I do get, like when you do this, when you smith, I've got several ranged and rider stuff that's decent.
So put it on your ranged and riders. I mean, you might as well save up for them because, like I said, you're going to use them eventually, and it takes a hell of a long time to like smelt them up and stuff like that. Unless you're super lucky, which will never, which doesn't really happen. A lot of it comes down to smelting and increasing from there. But hold on, go back to your special attributes for a second. Let's continue looking through what other attributes we can stack. Because not only do we have attack and defense, scroll down. You've got infantry squad damage, damage reduction, and overall squad attack and defense. And squad basic attack damage, counter damage, things like that.
The rest are,
So you can technically stack, if you think about it, 30%, 31.5% squad damage. Or squad counter damage.
And that's what I want.
Right? Or you can technically stack 16.5% infantry squad damage. Now, do you know the difference between damage reduction, attack, defense, and the rest? Do you understand how they work?
Not really, no. I mean, I got a little bit of an understanding, but that's about it.
The majority of it is just...
if my defense is higher than the opponent's, then I'm going to do better, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, so let me explain it. It's basically just how the calculations are done. Okay, so it's all done in math calculations. So infantry squad attack is going to influence all three types of damage. You know that there's three types of damage, right? We've got basic attack damage, counter damage, and skill damage. That's the only type of damage that's in the game. Well, for the most part. Okay? Basic attack damage, counter damage, and skill damage. If I'm attacking you and you're attacking me, so we have two troops in the field that are each attacking each other, each of them are doing all three types of damage. I'm dealing you basic attack damage. You're dealing me counter damage. I'm dealing you skill damage. You're dealing me basic attack damage. I'm dealing you counter damage. You're dealing me skill damage. We're dealing each other all three.
Okay.
If I'm fighting you in the field and you're running away, I'm hitting you with basic attack damage and skill damage. You're hitting me with counter damage. And that's it.
Okay.
Okay. So this is how these calculations are going to work. So when you talk about increasing your attack, you're going to influence your basic attack damage, counter damage, and skill damage a little bit. So this is the way that I like to think about it. If you increase your attack, you're increasing all three types of damage a little bit. If you increase your basic attack damage, you're increasing your basic attack damage a lot. And you're not increasing your skill damage or your counter damage, right?
Right.
So attack does everything a little bit. The other ones are specific to do a lot. But when you do flat... Pardon?
What do you do then? Do you want all three? Do you want to, like, what?
So first off...
What would you focus on?
First off, it's going to be whatever you're lucky enough to forge or lucky enough to find in the auction house. Because you're going to have to buy stuff in the auction house to get good equipment or be lucky enough to forge it. Okay?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the good ones, you have to be lucky enough to forge. This is why you want as many chances as we can to forge good shit. But here's the difference. Infantry squad damage and infantry squad damage reduction, or range squad damage or rider squad, whichever. The squad damage and squad damage reduction, those calculations are done at the end. So they're multiplicative, which basically means once you've calculated all your damage, right? Once you've calculated all your damage numbers, infantry squad damage will multiply its percentage by that number.
Okay.
So it's multiplicative. Just like damage reduction will reduce those damage numbers even after defense has knocked off the damage. So squad damage and squad damage reduction, the reason why you're being told to hyper-focus those is because, number one, they're super rare in the game, so you're not going to have many chances to get those hones. And number two, they're multiplicative. So they have a much more influential impact.
Okay.
But they're more expensive.
They are.
So if you're not a whale, you're still looking at attack, defense, basic attack damage, counter damage, things like that. That's still going to be fine. You'll still do well in that sense.
Okay.
Right? Don't cry over spilt milk. My basic thing is just to have each equipment with at least 2 specialized attributes.
Okay.
So if you look at your equipment right now, go to your equipment for me.
Okay.
And let's look at your gun. So you've got gathering speed, infantry squad defense. Truth be told, that infantry squad defense is nice. 6% is good. You could probably sell that for maybe 1,000 gold.
Okay.
And then, or put this on your cars and benefit from a 15% gathering speed boost to your cars. Okay. Like, what gun do you have in your cars right now? So you got 10.4%. What you could do is put that gun onto your cars and then smelt that gathering speed onto your blue gathering speed to increase it even more. See what I'm saying?
No, I do, but I don't. So the gathering speeds on these ones are, I thought, for only an infantry troop to gather. I'm not gathering any resources with any infantry troops.
Sure. But here's the thing. The only reason why you have this on your infantry is because the infantry squad defense 6%, correct?
Yes.
But you only have one attribute. It's only one attribute. You've got 2 other ones that are doing nothing for you. The only reason you have it there is the infantry squad defense. And although that is good, that's very close to the high. Remember, the highest you can get is 7%. Right? So it's good. It's only ever going to be used for one thing. To smelt somebody else with an infantry squad defense to get their infantry squad defense up to 6%. That's it.
Okay.
So here's the way that I would look at it. Once I get any equipment that has 2 infantry spots on it, let's go to your bag. Do you have anything in your bag right now?
A lot, yeah.
Okay. Do we have any gun that has 2 infantry spots? Look through any gun that might have 2 infantry spots.
And we're just looking for legendary, right?
Yes. Yeah, just look for the legendaries.
Yeah.
No. I mean, you can look for any of the guns, the legendary guns that have whatever, like the stat hone doesn't matter because we can always smelt them up. We just want to make sure that we have one that has 2 specialized attributes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Specific to infantry.
Okay, so what if it's green though?
Doesn't matter.
I can still smelt that. Could I still smelt that to 7%?
You can still smelt it up to 7%. Yeah. You just need other ones ahead of it. So let's start looking, for example, at your one sniper rifle next to the one that's not equipped right now. No, down one.
This?
Yeah, let's start looking here, and let's just go through all of them until we can find one that has 2 infantry hones on it. Or 2 hones that are specific to infantry. No, that's rider, infantry, load, rider, gathering, infantry. Okay, right here. This one is already better.
Okay.
So what I would do is equip this one into your infantry spot, right? And then because your infantry one, this one that you have here has gathering squad infantry on it. Do you remember we just saw that? It's the +5 one.
Yeah, I was looking for it. There it is.
And then what you can do is you could smelt the defense one that you have onto this gun to increase your defense. So click on the gun, for example. Don't do it, but just look at what we can do. Click on the gun.
Okay.
Click on manage.
Okay.
Click on smelt. Now, click on the infantry squad defense. click the smelting material, unlock that gun. Oh, it's enhanced, so you might not be able to do it yet. But if you were to use that gun, yeah, it's enhanced. You'd have to break it down first. We'd have to get your stuff
Should
back.
I go do that?
I can show you how to do that. I mean, this is just, I'm telling you what I would do. From your position, you can make your decision from there.
I had no idea that you could smelt like different color attributes. Like I didn't know that I could smelt my gold attribute, my gold defense attribute to this purple one.
The only thing that matters, okay, and this is where smelting and everything happens. When you enhance the basic attributes. When you smelt, you change the specialized attributes. When you smelt, you're going to use the you're going to use the equipment that has the higher stat on it. You're going to sacrifice that to put a higher stat on this one. Okay? So I'll give you an example. If you go back to that gun, the other gun, and then if you dismantle that one, because you're going to want to dismantle it anyways. Yeah, dismantle. You'll still get it back. Trust me.
That's
you just
scary.
get the parts back. I know. You just get the parts back. Now, go back to your escape out of here. Go back to the 5 gun that you have equipped. Smelt. Now click this. Go confirm. What this will do when you smelt it. Oh!
Did I mess up?
Not really.
But it's gold now.
Yeah. All that you've done is you've taken that one spot that you had, which was 2.6, and you've smelted it up to 3.8 by using that 6%. Do you see what I'm saying?
Have you not done that?
I wouldn't have done it just yet. I would have looked for other guns that have infantry squad defense first, because when smelting, it will only typically add a small percentage. So in that situation, you went from a 2.6 to a 3.8. So you actually got fairly lucky in that jump. You jumped 1.2%, right? Which is a good jump, but you wasted a 6 in order to get there when you could have gotten that 3.8 by using a 4 instead. You see what I'm saying?
So, yes, I do. But one thing so I see how you're smelting, but I tried to smelt that gun that we just dismantled.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't allow me with this one, with the one that we just done.
Because you had plus levels on it. We had to dismantle it first. You cannot use a weapon that has plus levels that you've enhanced. You cannot use an enhanced weapon to smelt with. You have to dismantle it first, get your enhancements back, and then, just like we did, right? We dismantled that one. Yeah. And now what you can do is go back to enhance and enhance this some more. Drop the points that we just took out of the other one and get that one a higher level.
Okay.
So now we're getting additional squad attack, a higher or a more balanced infantry squad defense, squad attack, and squad HP.
Okay.
Okay.
So should I go through these weapons that I've got in my bag and dismantle a lot of them to be able to enhance
100%.
it?
Yeah. So here's the thing. So here's my understanding when it comes to the refinery, and this is the way that I firmly believe it should be done. Every single purple, dismantle. Every single blue, dismantle. Every single green, dismantle. Every single gold that you get that does not have squad damage reduction, or if you're working on attack or defense, have the attack or defense that you're working on specifically, or doesn't have 2 or more specialized attributes, dismantle. Okay. Other than that, you're going to be like, if you have, like, that's what I said. If you had that 6%, that infantry 6%, if you didn't smelt it, or if you didn't need it, you could have turned around and sold that on the auction house for like 900 to 1,000 gold. So the only ones that I would keep are gold ones or above, obviously, specific to those attributes, the attack, the defense, the damage reduction or damage, and then literally dismantle the rest. Fucking dismantle. Because then you can turn around and use it towards the other ones that you want to increase your basic attribute stats.
So can I, let's say that I work on my helmet or the top one, and I get a squad attack on it somewhere. Could I smelt this gun into that helmet?
No,
or does it have to be the same?
You have to have the same type of equipment. So a gun can only smelt to a gun, helmet to a helmet, grenade to a grenade, vest to vest. Excuse me. So it has to be the same gun or the same equipment and the same caliber. So it has to be purple to purple, gold to gold, things like that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, what I also noticed is that if you go back to the gun that we just upgraded in your equipment, go back to the gun that we just upgraded, go manage.
Okay.
Go enhance or smelt.
Okay.
Look at your infantry squad attack.
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
So here's a prime example. You've got one at 4.6, one at 5.3, and one at 5.6. Let's look at those ones. So click on the images and let's see what those stats are. First, unlock them. So do we give a shit about that? It's got infantry squad attack, squad load, nobody cares about, and range squad attack. Do I give a shit about that one?
I would rather smelt it.
So we'll end up smelting that one. Not yet. We'll do the 4.6 first. But you see what we're trying to do is do the lowest first, upgrade that one. Do we need range squad attack or squad load?
Nope.
Nope, don't give a shit. Right? Click on that one. What's that one look like?
It won't let me click it. It just goes to this.
Oh, it's because it's an identical one. We'd have to have to go back and look at what it actually is.
So go to the bag and look at it?
Yeah, go back to the bag and look at it, sorry.
You're fine.
We just have to find it. I think it's the one right at the top there with the gold hone. No, over to the right. Yeah. No, those range squad defense. It'll be another one. Check over to the right.
There it is.
Infantry squad attack. Okay, so do we need range squad defense or zombie kill experience? Nope. Good enough. Then we can swap that one. Now look at your double gun, because I think this is the one that has the next attack as well. The one that has 2 golds on it, just down one, far left.
Okay.
Yeah, there's your other infantry squad attack. And here's another prime example of one that we can get rid of. So all 3 of those guns that we had that have squad attack, we can look at smelting those off and increasing the stats that you have on your other one.
And let me just verify one more time. The highest I can get those stats is 7%.
Yep. The highest you can get them is the highest value, which is a red stat. Now, it does mean that you need to hone a red stat to get a red stat. And you might need to use a couple of red stats to get a red stat, depending on how lucky you are and how close you are.
Wait a second. There's red stats on here, too?
Yeah. Red just means it's the absolute max value.
Are you talking about, is it like a red attribute that I could get after smithing 2 golds together?
Yes. So if you look at a specialized attribute, if you had a red attribute, let's say your infantry squad attack was 7%, not 5.3. Let's say it was 7%. It would be red because it's a max stat. Now, if you want to get if you wanted to get a red on yours, you would have to, number one, be close to the red, right? So at like 6.8, and then hone a red onto it to make it red. You see what I'm saying? Then you'd have to smelt a red onto it to make the red.
Okay.
So it takes a lot to get to the top.
Yeah.
But here's my prime example. So go back to that shotgun, for example, and let's smelt up that shotgun with your next 3 weapons that you have no other purpose for, but we can dump back into this one and see if we can't get your red above into gold as well. Nope, go into equip.
Dang it.
That's okay. There's so many buttons to push nowadays, I get you. Press the gun.
Click the gun.
Manage. Smelt. Attack. Now, the first one we want to do is the 4.6. So smelt your 4.6.
See how hot it goes.
Right? So this is a prime example. 4.6 only brought it up to 3.3. So now let's smelt our next lowest one. So next would be 5.3. Now we're at 4.2.
That was a good little jumpy jump.
Not a bad little jump. And now we can go from our 5.6, which again has Rider and Zombie, so we don't give a shit about.
Oh, look how pretty she's looking now.
You see what we've done?
Yes. See, I didn't know how the refinery worked.
So now that we understand this part, like I said, what we're looking at is breaking down all of our blues and greens and purples because they're shit.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping anyone that has a 2 set or more, or working on you have at least 2 sets or more. If you're lucky to get 3, you can always sell this shotgun and work on a new one. Right? If you're lucky enough to craft one that's got 3 hones on it, right? Like an infantry specific. Yeah, it will happen eventually. There's a lot of people who have infantry specific ones with 3 hones. But you just got to be lucky. Yeah, but you just got to be lucky. And the only way to get lucky is to spend the extra $5 every week on that certain pack. But you can make that money every week by selling shit in the auction house.
So that's back to what I was asking about the rider and range.
Yeah.
If I've got a rider attack, I feel like it would benefit me more to sell that in the auction house.
Yep.
And use that gold to buy the $5 pack every week. See what I'm saying?
100%. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, that's what so I've got like here on my rider. I mean, well, that one's ass. Wait a second. I don't think I've equipped them yet, but I do have in my bag some legendary stuff with some pretty good.
But here's a prime example. Why do you have any of your stuff on your riders and ranged?
I don't know.
Take them all off. Click the little X button. Strip your riders in range. You don't need the extra might. You can work on those later as you need to. And if you were lucky enough to craft something really cool, keep it. But like, you don't have to keep 1 stat attributes. If you have good 2 stat attributes, you can keep those and work on those as you'll need them. But like, don't equip purples because you don't need them.
Right.
Especially if the core attributes are like zombie kill experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody cares about that. You know?
We don't need it.
Right.
We can already kill them.
And then just go back to your infantry and just put everything you can into your infantry.
Okay. I won't hold you up on that because I've got it. I've got it figured out now. And I know that I've had my job on this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wanting to, now that I've got my gun looking where it's okay, you know, it's not ass anymore. I'm going to probably switch it so I can smelt some of these and hopefully get lucky enough to get something with 2 decent attributes.
That's what I've been doing, just moving around. Let every month be a new month to grind something new.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it for a little bit of everything. I think we've touched on literally everything.
Yeah. I think the only thing we didn't touch on was the workshop and survivors.
Well, let me see your workshop real quick.
Mine's, I love my workshop. I'm proud of it.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's not great, but I'm proud of it.
Okay. Not bad.
Mm-mm.
Can I give you my advice?
Yeah.
Take your other ones to level 5. Nope. Take your gun, take your everything up to level 5 now before you start dumping more into your infantry.
Why?
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Click on light weapon kit.
Okay.
It's providing squad firepower and rider squad attack, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Click on your infantry one.
Okay.
It's providing you squad squad protection and infantry squad defense, right?
Yeah.
Does that squad protection say infantry squad protection? Or does it just say squad protection?
It just says squad protection, so it's helping all the troops, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
So all 6 equipment provide squad protection or squad firepower. And what you're running into right now, I assume, is that your upgrades for your level 11 and 16 are pretty high, right?
Yes, and I also keep, like you can see at the top, I keep these. These high carbon steel. I messed up a minute ago when I was upgrading and accidentally leveled this up twice. But
Sure.
I had like over 1,000 of them.
Sure.
And I was planning on using all of that during TC, but I messed up a bit.
That's fine. Saving for TC, I do the same thing. I'm sitting on like 1,200 or something like that too. But here's
So
the thing.
you really think it's better
Yes,
to
100%.
upgrade these?
Upgrade them in stages, because the cost for you to get your next levels in 11 and 16 are much higher than the value you're getting on upgrading these up to level 5 and 6.
So 5 is like max I need to do, or like 6?
No. You kind of want to do them in stages. You like your engine mod kit is already as high as mine. Mine is 16. Okay. My light armor kit is also 16. The other difference is my other ones are level 6.
Right.
So although your engine mod kit is the same as mine, and your attack will be the same in that regard, you will lose out on firepower and protection, because I now have more firepower and protection than you do. And firepower and protection include a ridiculous amount of stuff. Press the exclamation mark at the very top. Every 10 squad fire increases your squad attack by 0.1%. So you have 1,451 attack, right? Which is increasing your squad by how much?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, scroll down. Don't look at your vehicle attributes. Look at the top one.
Oh. Okay, so
every
we're
10
at every 10
increases it by 0.1.
And mine's what? And mine's what you said?
You've got 1,495.
So it'd be up by like 4%?
14%. Just by having extra firepower. Same with squad protection. But the benefit of your squad firepower and protection is the barrage fire effect. This is basically squad damage. If you have a higher firepower than they have protection, you gain more damage. If you have higher protection than they have firepower, you defend more damage. So you want to have squad firepower and squad protection. And the easiest way to get that, or the cheapest way, is to balance it in stages. So typically what I like to say is run it in stages. If you already have 16, right, you can get your light armor kit to 16, then get everything else to level 10.
Okay.
Or level 5 if you want to be frisky.
Yeah.
Then get your next infantry to level 20, and then move your other ones up the next 5 step to level 10.
Oh, that's going to take so long.
Of course. But this is the way that will provide you with the most bang for your buck, so that you're not always just trying to chase the top, because those top expensive upgrades, like taking your engine mod kit to level 17, won't have as much benefit as taking your light fire control, your power mod tech, your light protection, and your light weapon kit to level 5. And the truth is, it'll cost about the same.
And they're all different too. Like, it looks like infantry is only given like this firepower. These two are only given.
Well, each one gets an attack and a defense. So there's 6 of them. Riders get attack and defense. Range get attack and defense. Infantry gets attack and defense. But again, this is also the reason why when you ask me, are attack and defense as nearly as valuable to get? Well, you're already getting a lot of attack and defense. So if you've got 500 attack and defense, is adding an extra 7% attack really doing much? Not really. Is adding an extra 7% damage multiplier doing much? Chances are a lot more. So that's why the damage reduction and the damage ones are worth so much more.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you do have a nice workshop, don't get me wrong. But I think the only thing I would tweak is I would look at getting those other ones up to level 5, and I think you'll notice yourself doing a lot better too.
Okay. And I could probably, like, truly this stuff is like, what? Oh, 20. Like, I could probably get these up pretty quick.
That's what I'm saying. The value of what you'll get for your squad protection, the amount of squad protection that you get at these lower levels will be more valuable than what you'll get for the higher levels of trying to go to 16 to 17.
Yeah, especially with how much it's going to cost in the carbon steel, or what's that called? High carbon steel.
Yeah. It's like 112, 124. So it's 700 or 800, just one level.
This last one's going to be like so high.
So it's just like it just becomes a situation where you kind of want to level them just to get the most bang for your buck, right? For what you're spending into it to get the most amount of value for it.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah. So do you buy the weekly packs?
Some of them. So there's some that I buy and some that I don't. It really just depends on how I'm feeling. But
so I
mostly
get the ones that have the.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
I get the ones that get the most carbon steel. So like this one, which one is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay, so it was the other one. So this one I get every week.
The $5 pack or the $25 pack?
I get all of them.
Okay.
So I get the $5 pack, and then I also what depends. Not every week. I don't get the $20 pack every week, but at least once a month I'm getting both.
Okay.
So that's why I've got my workshop 216.
Yeah.
When I'm facing players my strength, and I'm looking at their workshop, and it's T2s and tier 2, and mine's tier 3 level 16.
Yeah.
I'm smoking them.
Workshop is a huge place to invest, so it's a good thing you are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of the $20 pack just because you don't get near the value that you do at the $5 pack. So I'm much more consistent with just buying the $5 pack and not touching the $20 one. But if you're a little bit more flush, then that's fine. I think the biggest thing is that you just have there's certain monthly ones you have to have, and then everything you buy outside of that is your own aggression, or what the heck the word is, but your own progression.
Yeah. Your own term.
Like you need to have the privileges subscription every month, the radar station pass every month, the refinery pass every month, the like the $10 monthly Supreme pass every month.
Super monthly pass.
Yeah, so you'll want those, and then the $5 weekly refinery pass. Those are the ones that I spend almost guaranteed every single month.
Okay.
And then other than that, I'll spend wherever I spend on the events or things like that. If I ended up getting Kong, so things like that. So.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Kong's fantastic. He's probably the best collaboration hero out of the three. Collaboration beast.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted him so bad, but God, I had already spent like $150 just to get the name badge thingy.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to spend at least another $200, $300, $400 to get Kong. There's no way.
Well, I managed to do it for like $250 over the whole month, over the whole 2 months. So you can get him pretty cheap.
Not too bad.
Yeah, and it's pardon?
I said you can't anymore.
No, you'd have to do it at the event. But that's why, like, this next event coming up, there's a whole month for it. So whatever event, if you wanted to get something from it cheap, there's a very easy way to get things as cheap as possible. But you just have to wait until the end. Like, you just have to buy just the weekly packs every week, because every week they got special packs that are like at a much higher value. Mm-hmm. So you buy those ones every week, and then whatever you have at the end, you jump at the end. And I think I ended up getting Kong for like $350 or something like that total over the 2 months. So it wasn't too bad.
And are they cheaper? Is it cheaper at the end?
Well, it's not that it's cheaper. It's that, okay, so they have the normal packs that they sell, and let's say, for example, they sell them for $20 a spin, or 20 spins for $1 or something like that. Mm-hmm. They will also have weekly packs that are special that have a higher value. So instead of, say, 10 for 20, you get 10 for 30.
Yeah.
Right? So I would buy those ones every week. You buy just those ones every week. And then at the end, you can justify how much you have to dump in it to get to the rewards that you want. But I know some people who got like the Kong skin for super cheap, doing it that way. Who ended up, not Kong, but the Godzilla skin for pretty cheap that way. So there's lots of ways to be able to do it to take advantage of it, but you just have to be willing to wait. And waiting 2 months for things when everyone has them and they're shiny is really hard for most people.
Yeah.
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 That's true. It's for me.
It
It is for me too.
It is me too. Like I just sometimes want like after I spent like what I spent just to get the name badge, I was like, well, damn, is it even really worth it? Like,
Yeah. No, it's really not. A lot of that stuff is aesthetic, but it is what it is. You know, I can't complain. So either way, I do have to dip. This has been one hell of a conversation, but we got to wrap up. It's been 3 hours in this one. This is a long one.
my bad.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's good. This is
I enjoyed it. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your help.
I prefer doing these long ones anyways, because at the end of the day, it's all about making sure that you understand the game, right? Like my whole goal is to have a better understanding so that you can go out and make better decisions for yourself, for your account, for your alliance, and for your experience, right? So don't think that just because we went 3 hours that that's a bad thing. I consider it a badge of honor. It's probably the longest one that I've done. So put that as a corn in your hat or a feather in your cap.
Yeah. Well, I really do appreciate it. I will take everything you said very seriously.
Sure.
Because I know that if I do, I'm going to be unstoppable.
Well, and I think the biggest thing to understand is that a lot of this it's not a change overnight. I do want to mention a couple things. Quickly go to your arena for me. I want to mention these before I go. Go to your arena, go to your rewards, the store in your arena.
Oh. Okay.
And scroll down to the bottom. So every single week, you want to empty out your honing chips. Every single week. Over everything else. Even if you were still working on carbon steel, even if you were working on those, you want your honing chips every single week over everything else. Okay? Because honing chips, you'll learn, are the most valuable thing that you can get in this game right now. Honestly, I think they're undervalued. Like we need so many of them to get good hones and stuff. So you want to get your 20 honing chips over everything every single week. Back out of here and go to your, there's another weekly store, your armament shop. Remember we just dismantled a bunch of armaments?
Yes.
Go to your armament shop. Scroll all the way to the bottom. You got 5 more honing chips here. Yep, every week. And for the next foreseeable future, that's what I want you to do. Buy those out.
Okay.
Now, what you can also do is buy out the choice boxes for whichever piece you're working on. So you can buy out the helmet frag choice boxes and then buy the helmet or the piece that you're specifically working on. Okay, so whether it's a stego helm or whatever. However, I want you to understand a couple of things, because now that we understand how damage works, remember we talked damage, attack, basic attack, counter damage, and skill damage, right?
Yes.
Now that we understand that a little bit, we can ask ourselves how valuable are these equipment, and I'll give you a prime example. Look at your welding helmet stats, for example. Click on the welding helmet. It provides infantry squad block and counter damage taken reduces. So it reduces counter damage taken. Okay? Go to your stego helm, for example. It provides squad block, just as the other one does, but it provides overall squad defense. So let me ask you a question. Which one do you think is more important?
This one.
Why?
Because I've already got a lot of this defense.
Sure.
And I don't have much of this counter damage taken.
Sure.
Negative.
But let me ask you a question. How often do you find yourself receiving counter damage?
That's one thing I don't know.
Oh, you do now.
Like I said.
Remember, we talked about it. The only time you get counter damage is when you're dealing basic attack damage to somebody else.
Right. But the thing is, now that I know these things, that's when I'm going to notice them more on the field when I'm fighting.
Exactly.
See, since I didn't know this stuff and I wasn't knowledgeable to this stuff, I didn't pay attention to these things.
But what this means is that you can look at the welding helmet, for example. I never build the welding helmet. I think the welding helmet and any of the helmets that only do counter damage taken are super undervalued or super overvalued, because you're only because you're only.
This is one.
I'll give you an example why. If you're a garrison or rally, right?
Yeah.
So as a rally or garrison captain, you're dealing damage to one target at a time. You're receiving counter damage from one target at a time. Even if you get swarmed.
Even if I'm getting swarmed.
Even if you get swarmed.
Oh.
Because you're only dealing damage to one target at a time. You're focusing one march at a time that you're engaging in battle in. You're dealing counter damage to everybody else because they're attacking you. So you're dealing counter damage, but you're never receiving counter damage. Like literally the only time you receive counter damage is when you're engaged in battle one-on-one with somebody else and they're attacking back.
Okay.
Or you're attacking them. Like the only counter damage you're getting is from the source that you are attacking directly. The ones that are on the AoE, the ones that get skill damage from AoEs from Ethan.
What's that mean?
What does AoE mean? It means area of effect.
What does that mean? What does it mean though? Go
to Ethan. Do you have Ethan?
Because I see that all the time and I don't understand what that means. I know you got to go. We'll make it quick.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Nope. Last minute questions are okay. I just wanted to make sure that we're not going too long here. Okay. Click on his first skill. So here we're dealing damage to up to 3 enemies in a fan-shaped area.
Mm-hmm.
That's not direct damage to one target. That's damage to 3 enemies in an area of effect.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? So when we talk about AoE damage, we're talking about heroes like Ethan, who deal damage not to one target,
but to multiple.
Right. So click on Riven, for example, who's a prime target for not an AoE captain. Look at her first skill. Deals damage to one target every second.
Okay.
The other one is dealing it in an area, and if you're in that area, you get damaged.
Okay.
You see the difference?
Now I know what that is. Yes, a big difference.
Right. So
I just didn't know what they were talking about when they say AoE, but now, thank you.
So now if you're in a rally, for example, that's why AoE is so important. If I'm garrisoning as Ethan Lewis, a lot of my skill damage is going out as AoE damage. It's hitting the whole circle, right? It's hitting that whole circle, not just the tower.
What? Okay.
So it will hit troops as well that are in the area. This is why refilling, or like if you're refilling, you ever notice if you're refilling a tower and you have an Ethan rally or a Sophie rally on you, and you'll walk through and the rally will hit your target or hit your troops for like 25% or 20% of your troops or something like that before. That's area of effect. So they're dealing damage to an area that you're walking through.
Okay. Is there any infantry like that?
There are a couple. Miyamoto, for example. Bodala is another one.
I thought so.
Eileen is another one.
So 2 is only her AoE. So only 2 targets. So what if there's 10 targets in the area AoE? What if there's 10 of them?
It'll target 2.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Miyamoto has it. Bodala has it. Bodala's is a little bit different, though, because he's got his shield, and his doesn't do skill damage. It does true damage, and it's a totally different thing. We can go over that at a totally different time. But his damage is a little bit different, but it still deals to 3 nearby enemies, so it still has an area of effect.
Okay.
Right? So that's, again, why Bodala is pretty good. Make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Okie dokes. Okay, well, with that, folks, we're going to wrap it up there. Liz, do you have any last questions or anything like that before we wrap up here today?
No, that is it.
Perfect. So with that being said, I want to say thanks a lot to everybody for tuning in. If you had a good time, smash the like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and fill out the notification bell. All things that cost you nothing but help out greatly. If you can do that, I'd be greatly appreciated. And if you made it this way, do me a favor and comment down below what your favorite tip of this video was, just so I can get some engagement and understand what people are actually listening for, what parts they're actually missing out on, and what parts the community is lacking on as well. Other than that, folks, thanks very much for tuning in. Liz, thanks very much one last time for joining us. Love, peace, chicken grease, and until next time.
Stay lifted.
Now you say stay lifted.
Stay lifted.
3, 2, 1, let's go.